Body. Happy Sunday. Man, it's been like how many Sundays? A lot. It's been 2 Sundays since I've been live with Deva Jones. But she has been going live, and I have not been catching her live, but I've been catching the replays. And baby, Deva Jones is entertaining all by herself, if you didn't know. I'm pretty sure you know if you watch my channel that Deva Jones is entertaining. She is um, educational as well. She always gonna drop some knowledge on you, and that's why I watch her channel. I started watching her before I had a channel, and when I was like first learning to grow food, and then because I was watching her, she started watching me, and that's how we got where we are today. So we're gonna give her a few minutes to join us. I'm actually gonna take you guys outside with me today, and we're gonna discover what has happened. We had like a super hard rain and storms and stuff yesterday. Kids' soccer game was canceled. Um, but we had movie night. It was fun. We were also prepared for the lights to go out if they went out. If you live in Houston, you should be used to that by now. Oh, let me grab my seeds. Because the lights go out. We have hurricanes. We've been having hurricanes since I was little. I always remember hurricanes. And then as I'm getting older, it's not just hurricanes. Right before we moved back home, there was a big old freeze that had people without power for, I want to say it was at least a week. Um, so just trying to be prepared for that kind of stuff is always good. And I think I emailed her the link. Hello. Drop something in the chat if you are in here. I'm just stepping outside after stormy rain yesterday, trying to see who got blown all over and stuff like that. How are you guys doing today? Let's see. I'm, am I still here? Hey, y'all. Hey. Thank you for joining. I'm waiting for Deva Jones to come on. And like I said, there was lots of rain. So I feel like on our quail coop, we could have made the roof come out further. So when it rains hard, I still put this plastic. This is just like plastic shower curtain that I cut up. And I got this Velcro on Amazon, and we attached it to the coop and to the plastic. But after a while, the Velcro came off. You can see it came off the bottom of the plastic. So I just started using tape. And that kind of helps not get so much water in here. Hey, y'all. Those are the quail. My Instagram ID is the same as my channel. It's Aisha's Homestead Life.
Uh,
Hello.
hello, Quail.
I was just uncovering them because it rained real last night.
Oh, you got all that rain too.
We needed it. It hasn't rained in forever.
It rained here like a week ago, and but it wasn't. It was a decent rain, but it wasn't that much. But it rained yesterday morning, and then it poured last night for like a couple of 2-3 hours. Hey, Battle Zone. Hey, Elijah Young.
Hey,
No, those
y'all.
aren't groundhogs. Those are quail. Groundhogs have little. They look like porcupines.
Groundhogs are mammals.
Yeah, those are birds. They had beaks. What's up,
So
Shay?
I'm trying to see what's blown over out here. Look at the corn. It's like, and then look.
The
I
corn
don't.
got a gangster lean.
It's you see it,
And it's got tassels too. And it's got the silks too. You may get a little corn.
right?
Yeah, you may get
But
a it
I
look like it's
back up.
tasseling and silking at the right time. Sometimes when you grow corn, girl, you have silks and don't have no tassels, or you have tassels and ain't got no silks, and you is not gonna get no corn.
Right. That happened to me before. This is
It's
my
happened to
first
me
time.
several times.
Probably gonna get some corn, hopefully. Look at this poor
Is
moringa.
that moringa?
Yeah.
It'll
Look what
be
the
all right. It's
it
leaning,
did.
but it'll be all right. I'm
My
surprised the
friend
pot
told
didn't
me,
fall over.
I think it's in the ground.
Oh yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, them roots. It's big as that is. It's in the ground. It's in the ground.
One of my
I got
friends
some.
got
I got
me a
some figs like
sprayer.
that back there. I went to go move them figs. Girl, them figs say, where we going? Nowhere.
Oh, I got a fig. This fig over here is definitely in the ground. Let's see. It's super wet. This fig over here? No, it's in the ground.
Yeah, yeah. My
We just put
that
some
that
bricks next to it, like, don't fall over, baby. You gonna be all right.
yeah. I don't. It probably won't fall over again.
It did
But
last time. This
yeah, I
time,
know it. I know it fell before.
look who also fell. They've been waiting to be moved. I'm so sorry.
The mulberry.
Little berries. They so healthy. I'm about to move them.
Yeah, they
Um,
look
but
good.
I'm about to move them. These two, I'm moving these. The pomegranates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move
Girl,
them.
my pomegranates done went to sleep. I guess they told me good night. They done they done went dormant for the winter already. But our nights might be getting cooler than y'all's. Our nights have been in the 40s, like 45,
Yeah,
46.
we ain't hit that yet.
Yeah, that's probably why yours still got leaves.
This my one surviving brassica. He was a volunteer that fell in this fig plant. And I'm gonna try to see if I can move it. Everything else I planted either got leaf miners or something's come and ate it. Something is eating. Look at these, y'all. This is so pitiful.
Oh, they ate them peppers down.
Down and the basil.
Good God. There had to
I'm
been a
saying,
worm of some sort.
a worm, you think? I be looking every day. The
Oh,
only
some
thing
made. I'm just guessing. It may not be, but I mean, I don't know nothing else that eat like that except for worms. You know how worms are? They so greedy. They don't leave nothing.
they don't. So I don't know what to do with this stacker. That's why it's
It-
looking empty because my kale, this was a purple kale. I had kale back there. The only thing still alive is
The
onions over here.
onion, the
That's
onion.
this pepper tried. It made some
Well, you
peppers.
might be able to overwinter the pepper. I'm sure they didn't kill it. It don't look dead. They just ate all the leaves up.
I could probably just move it right now since it's naked anyway.
Yeah, and it probably won't stress because it ain't got no leaves on.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I'm gonna overwinter this pepper. I'm gonna keep it right here. I'm about to drop a whole bunch of stuff up on the
Hmm.
roofs. This is actually
That
two
that one
peppers.
look good. What kind of pepper is that?
This is ahi pineapple.
Okay, yeah, that look good. It got a lot of foliage on it.
I got
Lots.
to post a taste test. I did taste them on camera. And this is two peppers together. I normally try to plant at least two
Shay
right
say
together.
the basil is supposed to repel pests. How did it get eaten? LOL, you got some gangster pests over there.
That's why
Something was hungry. Something.
I post. That's why I be recording because that's what I be saying that the pets be eating the stuff that's supposed to be pest repellent.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I
I've
just
never
want
had
to tell
my
the truth.
basil eaten, but I'm not gonna say that it'll never happen. I think if you get an opportunistic creature that is hungry enough, it probably will eat it. That tomato look good. It's got some
Unless
tomatoes
it's
on.
like a locust or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, grasshopper. Now, yeah, grasshopper. They eat them damn thing.
that's probably what it is. I think it's probably like a grasshopper or something.
Yeah, they're greedy too. They will. They'll eat your stuff down to the ground.
Oh, mouse. You know I have mice.
Yeah. That
I
mouse is gonna be good and seasoned if he ate that
okay.
basil.
I got to harvest this too.
Yeah,
I
the
like
Cuban
apple.
oregano.
Mm-hmm. Look at my basil, y'all. They done knocked it over. Uh,
It
I
didn't
wonder if
break
I
it
can
though.
plant it back up.
Oh, cause the roots kind of.
Put some more soil
You probably gonna have to, yeah, put some more soil and then prop
and
it.
harvest
Put
it.
something to prop.
Yeah, look at this, y'all. Look at this.
What is that?
It's
Turmeric? No, laundry. What is that?
shampoo ginger.
Oh, child, that's extremely too big.
But look how it's all. It done
Yeah, the
got
wind.
all
It now
separate.
it may stand back up. My ginger, if it get blown, it usually will stand back up. But that do
Yeah,
got a lot of leaves on it though. But it may stand up.
I ain't gonna mess with it. I'm gonna just wait and see if it stand up. The
That's
two
the
look like
longevity spend. The turmeric look good.
these was from that hailstorm. I just never cut them off.
Yeah.
So I think overall it look all right.
Let me see.
Okay,
Shay said the moringa is looking good. And she
yeah, yeah,
also said, with all this rain, I'll be treating the whole garden with BT. That's a good idea.
that's a good idea.
Same here because the worms have found some of my stuff. And she also
You
said
know
the
what? I'm
shampoo
gonna do
ginger
some
is beautiful.
I'm gonna do some of those nematodes. I need to do some of the
Yeah, I
nematodes.
need to order mine for the fall and I need to spray them suckers.
Look, I
I
didn't
got
even
to
grow
stay
the
on
super.
it. Oh, there go a loofah.
I
It
did
got a
not plant
bath.
this. I didn't plant this. This is growing out of this
Volunteer.
scrap bucket
Okay.
thing, and it's
Well,
all
the
air.
Ricky the rat didn't. Lord, it's all on the air condition. Oh Lord, see, and they be telling, girl, that loofah, be done took over the air condition, be done took over everything. I ain't got time. I'm gonna grow that loofah, but I'm gonna grow it way away from the house. I'm gonna grow it on that fence back there and let it go all in the neighbor's yard. I don't give a shit.
Let it be in the forest somewhere.
That's what's gonna have to happen because that loofah, that thing there. I'm telling
It's
you, I'm
going
scared of them
to
things.
my marshmallow died, y'all. It was back here. It been died though, but I forgot to tell y'all. I haven't posted in a while, but I got some videos coming out soon. I've been working on this event. I'm about to stand this guy up. I think I'm gonna harvest it and stand it up and put some more soil on it.
Okay.
That's what I think. I don't know who bit up or ate up. Oh, okay, the greens is just okay. They still in there. Overall, y'all, I think it's okay. I had to come out and save him yesterday because he was falling all over, and I got this twine.
I'm
I'm
tired. Look,
sorry, baby. Let me.
I had to
Try to
tie up some of my
positivity.
scragglers the other day. I'm glad I tied them up before it rained because um sometimes you know how that rain do, your stuff be out there and you pray that it just lean over, but sometimes stuff breaks. And
Yeah,
I had tomatoes and blossoms and everything, and so I
this
didn't want
is
is
coming
that
back.
another tomato?
Y'all remember this one? It was looking so dead, y'all. It was looking so dead.
It's alive
But it's
now. It
alive.
look like I see some bloom.
Bow, who's still alive? Getting some new foliage, baby.
Yeah, you'll probably get some tomatoes before the frost.
I am so hyped. Look, it got some right here, some little ones.
Uh-huh. I got a bunch of green ones. I've been harvesting. I done went back to harvesting tomatoes. Shay said the loofah just do what it want.
The loofah
Our
just
temps are
doesn't.
supposed to plummet next week. We're supposed to get to 47. Is that for the
Baby,
lows, Shay, or for the highs?
I
I
think
guess
that's
I'll
for the
go ahead
low,
and
right?
overwinter my habanero.
I think that's for the low.
Oh, there, me too. I think so too.
Some
What
of
kind of
this
fig is that? What kind
really
of fig was that back there? Is that Olympian? What kind of fig is that?
this I don't know what this is. What is this? This is a LSU purple.
Okay,
And then that one is a brown turkey, the big one.
okay.
And then I got another one that needs to go in a pot. But you know what my issue? It's not an issue because it's definitely giving food forest out here. But the thing is, like at the beginning of the season, like I lined all these trees up and I'm like, oh, everybody's gonna fit in line and be so nice. But then they
Honey,
grow.
them trees said the
And-
hell with that.
Right? They grow and they all over. The elderberry is every
Mm-hmm.
like this fig is like, girl, I'm not even in the pot no more. But we gonna make it work. But we still making it work.
Yeah,
It's just that when you place them there, you don't think about like how
yeah.
big it's gonna get.
It's hard. It's hard for me to gauge too. That's why when people be like, because I got several figs that are still in pots, and a couple of people have been like, "Oh, you might want to put them in the ground." They are going to go in the ground at some point, but people have to understand you can't just throw. Okay, here's the thing: there's a certain gardener that used to put stuff in the ground all the time and was forever digging it up. He would put it in the
Mhm.
ground, and 6 months later he would dig it up and move it. 6 months later he would dig it up and move it, and he would tell people, "Oh yeah, just move stuff." Ain't nobody got time to be doing all that. I'm not
Oh,
moving no trees 12 times. You crazy and out of your mind. So
and the
I'm
tree
not so
like
until like
like
when I know kind of where
right.
I want it, that I'm gonna
Right.
put it like when I thought about, okay, what else might I want over here? This, that, then I'll put it there. But all that digging up, I'm good. I don't like doing work two and three and four and five times.
And
Mm-mm.
and two, they're alive. You know, so it's like, would you want
Shay, I'm a whisper down in
big
your ear, tell you who it was.
now tell everybody because I want to know
Oh,
you
are
gonna eat
you
them because you know my phone don't work. Look at my star fruit, y'all. Flowers on it. Let's
okay?
see.
I see.
I'm so
Let
excited.
Let me see.
I don't know if it got time to give me star fruits,
Shay
but
said, "Are your figs going through the pot and planting themselves in the ground?" Shay, we
yeah,
speculate. We speculate that that's what's going on. Mine, two of mine have. Two of them that I don't have on a plant saucer. Y'all know the little thing you put up under your pots. The two I
yeah.
don't have on a plant saucer. Yes, ma'am. They in the ground. I went to slide them pots over. Them pots said nope.
Yeah, mine over there fell in a different storm and it definitely had roots in the ground. And I just propped it right back up where it was and put them bricks next to it. Like, it's going to be okay, baby, because I can't put you in the ground right now. My goal is to not be here. when I put these trees in the ground.
Yeah.
So that's another
I feel
reason
you on that
why.
because when I was renting, I did the same thing. I had those first trees that I came to this house with. I had them at the previous place, and I refused to put them in the ground for that reason because I had no intentions of staying.
Yep. And like we buying this house, like this is our house, but still, I don't think it has the
Yeah,
space
but
that
you
I
can still
need
sell it the same way
to
you buy
grow.
anything. Yes, you can sell it,
That's right. Sell it or rent it out or whatever.
rent
And
it,
wherever
whatever.
I'm gonna take my
Hmm.
trees and my food with me. I'm trying to show y'all this bee. I did not harvest all of this because the bees have been
Having
all over
fun. I
it.
see them flying, or I
First
see
of all, this
something
is
flying. I think that.
volunteer. It's dragonflies and bees in here.
Yeah, I see all kind of stuff moving.
This was volunteers anyway. My oregano that was back under the grate dropped some,
Drop some.
and
Hmm.
I just let it grow. But I also harvest, but then I leave it for the bees and stuff too. So the grape is back. It did not die, everybody.
I figured it wouldn't die. I think those worms just defoliated it.
They did, and I
Grapes
don't know.
are tough. They
I
real.
think
Grapes is
the
real
good
tough. If you
come
got a
back.
vine or a good root, that sucker come back.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
that's doing well. The greens is coming back, everybody.
that's good.
That's how you know it's starting to kind of cool down. They starting to feel good. I gave my
Yeah,
friend some for her mom the other day.
I know
So
she probably enjoyed that.
she sent me pictures. So that was nice. All of my stuff died that we planted together, them seeds that was in here. That's what
Hmm.
the leaf miners and I don't even know what else. So I'm gonna be replanting some stuff today, and then I'm also gonna see if Plants for All Seasons has some plant starts. Last year, I found some plant starts for like $1.
Okay.
And
Well,
I was like,
hopefully you'll find some more.
yeah. Look, I should take a selfie with my moringa. It was taller than me,
So
but
you
now
gonna try to.
because it got a gangster lean.
Girl, did you see Sweet Tomato Vine Moringa? She planted that moringa in the spring. And when
No,
I tell you that moringa got so, now don't get me wrong, it was in the ground. But girl, her moringa in one season, I want to say 10, 11, 12 feet.
what?
And branched out. Because see, here's the thing.
Hers
When
is in
I
the
first
ground.
started watching her, she had a moringa in a pot and she didn't wait. She thought it was dead. And I know from experience, and it took for me to learn this, if you got a decent sized moringa root, like a thick root, that
Hmm.
sucker will come back from the root.
So I
Um,
winter. You think I could overwinter mine? I have a small
Probably.
one too
Like
that
it's
has
gonna look
the
like it's
extra
dead to the ground. I completely forgot about that pot. Left it. I figured that moringa was dead. Girl, about when it got warm enough, about April, May, that sucker sprang to life. I saw be doggone this thing living.
Come
And when
on.
I seen took a sweet tomato vine homestead, girl, she pulled out a huge root. She just assumed it was dead. I said, girl, that wasn't dead. It was living. I promise you it was living. Cause see, like I tell people they don't understand in Africa, one of the names for moringa is never die. That's why they call it that. Now I know it don't get cold in Africa, but if it has any little piece of root, and several of my subscribers told me the same thing, P. Smith Gardner and some other people, they was like, girl, nah, if you got a little piece of moringa root, it'll come back. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So
What?
I need me some
You
more
know, I
moringa
have to me
seeds.
something. I even dig it up and take it to the garage if I need to.
Girl, but I'm find me some. I need some moringa seeds because I'm gonna plant it again. Now, don't get me wrong. Like the last moringa I had, I didn't let it. See, yours is a good size. If it's a good size, that means the roots gonna be good size. They probably can survive. My moringa, I did not let it get big enough, and my roots was too small, and the roots froze because they were little bitty roots. But if
Mm,
you got a nice, big, thick, healthy, juicy roots, they probably can make it.
okay, that's what I'm talking about. We coming to the front now
And
because
I
I need.
told Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead, I said, whatever you do, do not pull that tree up out the ground. She harvested all of her moringa. She said she gonna see if it come back. I say I believe it'll come back from the roots. There be a lot of people think they don't want to wait. That moringa got to get hot. Did no, it did not make seed. Now
It grows from cuttings. Have you seen anybody try moringa cuttings
I
before?
haven't tried it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it do because moringa is in the legume family. It probably will. It probably will root if you do cutting.
Because then you don't have to start over every single
Yeah.
year. If you do get seeds, and I see a lot of people grow moringa, but it doesn't get big enough to grow seeds, or I don't know how long it takes to grow seeds.
So my homegirl in California, her mother-in-law in Arizona has moringa. Hers makes seeds, but as you know, Arizona do get cold. They live in Phoenix, but it's not that much cold. It's more heat than cold.
Mhm.
So I think it takes a while for them to make seeds, and I do think they have to be a big enough size. But
Mhm.
Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead was just like she just wanted to get her moringa. She lived in Arkansas in a spot where they get kind of some cold snaps, and she didn't want her leaves and stuff to get ruined. So she wanted to
Mhm.
harvest it so she could dehydrate it, which I don't blame her. But I do wonder if she had left it alone, would it have maybe made seeds? I don't know. I don't know what this weather gonna do, y'all, because it's really kind of cool right now here. Like these lows in the 40s. It's kind of cool, but I mean, you don't never know what this weather gonna do. It might get hot again. Who knows?
That's why you got to keep watching. Shay, you say you started way too many starts. I would come by Shay.
Shay got so much stuff growing over there, it look like a nursery.
Shay, I
She
need to
just
come
need to
by.
open a nursery. She can come out. I got this from my coworker's nursery. Some.
Together.
Shay, open your own nursery. You keep getting
I
stuff.
would bring some stuff that you if I have anything that you don't have. I would love to contribute to the nursery because I have a lot of stuff. Like you see all that stuff I need to cut back. I don't want to just throw it away. I want to use the cuttings of my elderberry. That fig got to get
Hmm.
cut some, and so I will be having like little trees available
Yeah.
now that I've learned how to do my cuttings. I just don't have a lot of space.
The elderberry, I'm gonna be for real. If you want to do elderberry cuttings, just do the cuttings. Don't even root them. Just send them.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I've done it. I've
Chickadee.
sent Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead elderberry. I've sent elderberry to a lot of people. But yeah, just
I
do
like
the
that.
cuttings, and when you send them off, dampen a paper towel, wrap them up in a damp paper towel, then put like saran wrap around it, sort of hold the moisture. Those cuttings will be
Mhm.
just fine when they get them, and they can root them. I do something similar with mulberry.
Thank you, Army Chickadee.
What's up, Army Chickadee?
So this the front yard, y'all. Everything
That
looks fine up here besides the fact that I need to pull stuff out. But I ain't gonna pull like this my black turmeric. I don't mess with this until it dies all the way down. And then I'll
mm-hmm.
pick it up and I'll plant some of the big stuff. This is my husband's jasmine. We don't never do nothing with this. It just crawls. Eventually I wanna put like like a pretty wrought iron
Like a
trellis
arbor or
or
something.
something.
Trellis,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And let it kind of climb because otherwise this is cut back. He has
It
cut it
just
back
come
now.
in the
It'll
house.
go this way and go. Yeah. It'll just go where it wanna go and walk in and stuff. This I don't even know what this is. This is a weed that I need to get out of
It
here.
look like I think I got that same weed. I think that's privet. I ain't for sure, but it's a weed. I know
Oh,
that much. I got it.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I didn't plant you, so I'm gonna have to
It's
come back
yeah.
and get it. I got all
Mm-hmm.
strong and big.
Yeah, yeah. They
Just like
turn into a
I
little
ain't been out
bush.
here.
It'll
Yep.
turn into a bush if you let it. I be cutting mine down.
This is something I might move. This is indigo, and it is
Oh,
not
it
happy.
is. Oh, the leaves get that big.
Yeah,
Mine's still
see,
little.
this is my other indigo. Look how much more happy it is with no care. It's just in a better spot, I think. This
Yeah.
one is the one that I thought died, and then
It
I
come
tried to
back. It
like
came back
redo it.
nice.
It came back all pretty. My rosemary that I don't never do nothing to but harvest and dry. I love this thing. It's a good front yard. plant.
Rosemary is a good low maintenance kind of zero scape kind of plant.
So I tried to put this lavender up here and treat it like the rosemary, and it still died.
When I tell you lavender is just as finicky as it wanna be,
I have
that
had
stuff is a
like
drama
5
queen.
lavender plants, y'all, and may they
Girl.
in peace. Like I just can't get it to
Oh,
do it,
I
y'all. See,
sent
pull
you.
this out.
Okay, I sent Shay elderberry too. I sent out so much elderberry, y'all. I child can't even remember. Army Chickadee says cold there. Yep, I already know it.
Mm. They talking
Shay
about
said, I
y'all.
bet the jasmine smells heavenly.
It sure
Is,
does.
is that
That's
yarrow?
what. That's yarrow. Uh-huh.
Look at that blackberry, honey. Look at that blackberry.
Girl, you see, I'm trying to pull it out the thing, and it's stabbing me trying to pull it out the thing. Even the back of the leaves is sharp.
I see all them thorns. It's thorns all over that thing.
I'm pulling
That's
this
one of the
out.
more wild blackberries.
I hate it. And you know what sucks is when you buy the wrong thing, you don't know it, for a while.
Until you
Like
be
I
done
got the
growed it out
wrong
and then you can't
thing.
even go back and complain, the bastard.
Right. That's how they get you. I got ginger over here too. It's doing good in the
Okay.
front yard.
Yeah, it look good. My ginger is looking good still.
I don't know if I could show y'all the bottom.
But I don't even think I'm not gonna dig up any of my ginger. I'm finna leave it and let those rhizomes get nice and big.
I'm gonna
So
dig
I'm
this
gonna,
one, and I'm not gonna dig this smaller.
yeah.
This is like a smaller patch. I think
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do this little patch right here. No, dang, I'm trying to show y'all, but the jasmine is all.
Oh, I can see the little rhizomes.
So I think I might get this one and then leave the other one
Yeah,
just for
because
or something.
y'all know my ginger. I just replanted it this year. It's probably some decent rhizomes up under the ground, but y'all, I last time I harvested too much and the little pieces I left, it wasn't enough, honey. They didn't quite
Oh,
make it.
did it
So
come back?
yeah, I think I just harvested too much. You know how you try to put some little rhizome, and I don't know. I don't know if they was too weak. I don't know what happened, but they
Mm,
came up and then they died. I said, oh well, I be doggone.
these are all staying. This died already.
I got a
Yeah.
turmeric I'm not gonna touch. I want it to go to flower. I've never seen a turmeric flower in person. I've seen them online.
Mine went to flower.
Yeah, I
Last
remember.
the orange one.
Yeah,
That's when I
mine. I got a
decided to
huge
pick it
one
up.
back there. I'm not touching that one. But I got so much turmeric. I got turmeric in probably 7 places.
I got a volunteer smoking in the front of my house.
Y'all, y'all know she done went too far. She done went far away from the rider. Y'all see, look.
To be this rose that never gets. Look at this rose.
What them?
It
What?
look crazy.
Do you want
And
that?
then
Do
this.
you want that rose? You must. You that rose must. It must be like a climbing rose.
One, I actually think it's gorgeous. It makes really pretty roses. I just need to take the time. And again, that's another thing I want to do cutting. Because if I had like a
Yeah, arbutus.
archway entrance into something, I would plant that right there and let it crawl,
Can
you know,
you
over it.
can you prune the climbing roses into like if you prune them, will they turn into a bush? Or no, they'll just continue to.
Let me do somebody ask. I've been pruning it enough to know the answer to that. I will start pruning it
I'm
like
just
the fruit
wondering.
and
See,
vegetables.
mine naturally is a bush. I do prune. I deadheaded and stuff. I prune, but I ain't gonna lie. 2 days ago, I pruned that sucker. He was out of order. It was out like where my water hose hook up. Every time I
Mhm.
go to get water, the thorns was grabbing my hair, they were grabbing me, it was grabbing everything. Nope, I pruned that sucker back. I said I ain't got time for this. So
That was too. I just keep looking. I'm not as good, and y'all holler at me in the comments if it's the same. I feel like I'm not as good at the front yard maintenance as I am the back. I know you're not like that too because half your garden or most of your garden is in the front.
well, I don't know. Well, see, and it depends on what it is because when it comes to my azaleas, so I just pruned those too. I'm terrible about my azaleas, my camellias, like that stuff that I can't eat per se. And I know roses are technically edible, but I don't partake in them like that. I don't be eating them like that. Um, but
I think that's
yeah, I tend to
because
neglect those bushes. My gardenia, I pruned it last year. I probably need to prune it again this year. But I tend to neglect these bushes and things that, like, if it's not in my way, I have a tendency to just, I be looking at it like.
and my other roses are blue, so I don't have to do it as
My
much.
neighbor has a
I
kind
think
of, hers
it's
is like a climbing. Mine is like a bush and hers is like a climbing one. But hers is beautiful at the beginning of the season when it first blooms. But she won't deadhead. She won't. So
see, I
it'll
do it
basically bloom once
because
and it'll never
almost
bloom
don't have
again.
flowers sometimes,
Yeah.
but pruning is another story.
If she would just deadhead hers, it would make. And I had to find that out the hard way because I really didn't. When I moved here, y'all know I didn't know nothing about no roses. Y'all go look at them old videos. That bush didn't look like that. But when I seen people, I said, "Oh, people be deadhead. Let me try this."
You were the one that
So
taught me that.
yeah, and when I started deadheading, I noticed it would bloom over and over instead of just blooming once. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I see. But no, this time I had to just go ahead and prune. I'm like, no, you getting out of order.
I'm
You
gonna
getting
prune
too.
it. I'm gonna prune it, and I'm gonna make some cuttings because I want to share. Like it's a really gorgeous rose when it blooms. So
Yeah.
that's what's
Because
holding
I
me
do
back.
wonder. I wonder if you prune it, would it like branch maybe, and it might make even more roses.
Mm,
Maybe I don't know. Like I said, I don't have the
I have.
climbing.
How can I fix that?
What did you? Something you did last time? I don't know. What did we do? Hold on. Hold on.
That's what we did. Is she left and came back? Do I have an echo right now?
How now, brown cow?
How now, brown cow?
That was on. Yeah, that was on. I Love Lucy. Yeah.
I used to love I Love Lucy and Nick at Night.
Yeah, when I tell you I have probably seen every episode of I Love Lucy probably 45 times.
So,
Every one of them.
okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. 'Cause that was for a second. But if I go, that's the whole live this time. I can learn how to
Yeah,
do StreamYard too. How do you like StreamYard compared to just going live on YouTube?
I like StreamYard better. I did last week. It just to me okay. So YouTube is like this. Okay, YouTube people been go live for forever. And first of all, the idea that you can only go live on your phone. That's number one. Like number two, sometimes it be too many unnecessary glitches. Like those times when you created the live and you sent me the link and the link don't work. I don't think that always be you. I think that be YouTube. Like, cause you're
Mhm.
not the only person that had that problem. That's why I feel like that. I've seen other people, but when you do StreamYard, I never have echoing. I never have, you see what I'm saying? I never have issues with the links.
And we
I
always
never
do. We just learning how to. You like, hold on, let me go, come back.
Yeah, and then you got
We
to
just
learn
have to
all
do
these tricks of
it
the
every time.
trade. So, but it is what it is. It is. I ain't gonna lie. It's easier to just hit go live on YouTube. It is. It's
Mhm.
easier. But I think YouTube has gotten lackadaisical with not fixing certain things on their their platform. But what can you say, child? It's the world we live in. You know, these huge companies and conglomerates, they just
Provide not a thing because you can't go nowhere else. You know how bad
ex-
I've been struggling with my phone? So bad
girl,
because
what's been
I'm
going on with this phone? Because you have several things to tell us. You have to tell us about the phone, then you have to tell us about New Orleans, and then you have to tell us about your promo shoot and all these things.
yeah. So
Well,
okay, the only issue with the phone is capitalism and the Congo, and like I know people probably are like it's not that deep, but it literally is that deep. Like every time we buy a new phone, we are like feeding into the machine, you know. So this phone is well taken care of. I feel like, by the way, my husband had the same phone and he had the same issue a couple months ago. That's how I knew they were going to try to make me buy a new phone. And I didn't want to because it's like a connection issue, not a physical issue, I feel like. So, anyway,
yeah,
they
it's something going on with
like,
that antenna. I already know the antenna is probably trash to begin with, and it won't get connected.
so I used to have it on my last phone. Something happened to that and they still didn't cover it for me. So this time I didn't have insurance. It just paid off or whatever. They only sell you refurbished phone if you have insurance on your phone at T-Mobile. And I was like, "Well, do y'all hear it?"
Girl, I got T-Mobile too. We gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to tell you what I do because I ain't bought no phone from T-Mobile in forever. But see, mm-mm. But I don't buy new phones either though. So please don't think because I agree with you on the. First of all, I'm not into paying $1,000 for a phone. Do y'all understand the person I am? I'll go buy $1,000 car before I go buy $1,000 phone. Y'all out of y'all mind. That's number one. Number two, I don't like I say I don't really believe in these companies. These phones ain't doing nothing that special for me to pay $1,200. They really not.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, 'cause
I'll go get
it's
me a
like I
used
bought
phone
this,
in a minute.
I bought it. It's
Hmm.
for me. I don't need a new one. I don't need the new
Yeah.
camera. I don't need whatever new shit y'all be doing on phones. Like I still prefer.
Because really, the camera, how much good can the cameras get? Because the human eye can only perceive so much. Like, and this phone screen is not 60 inches, so you're not gonna tell me that you can see every molecule through this screen. You're not gonna tell me that. So yeah,
Like,
but I
so
feel
so I've been struggling. I've been on my husband hotspot child, but I still can't text or call on the hotspot. I can just use it.
girl this morning because I had heard from you. I said, wait, then I thought about it. I said, let me go check this email. I say, ooh. I said, I heard she be looking at her email. I said, ooh, she emailed. Let me reply that. Because I'm
You
standing
know,
there going like,
away.
is we going live? I'm standing there. I said, let me go check my email. I know my neighbors probably think I'm crazy because I just be standing in the yard talking to myself, looking at my phone, talking to myself.
Same thing. But I knew you would get it because we do it.
I say,
Here we
because this girl, I already know. I say, she done sent a carrier pigeon or something. She done sent something. She got a bird with a little scroll wrapped around his leg or something going on. Like, but girl,
Cause you know why? I just hate to schedule things. I hate to like waste, your time, anyone's time. So I'm just like, listen, if you was looking for me, I got to find a way. Something. And it's been a while. I miss going live with you. I watched your live though. I watched the two
yeah,
when you
it wasn't no skin off my back. I really just went live because I was bored and I was doing stuff and I was like, well, I'll go live and see who watch. If
it
you
was
don't watch,
me though. Baby, I don't know how many comments I put on there now, but I was like, this live was
oh
everything.
girl, she gone out of town. I think she coming back today. She been gone for a week. When I tell you paradise.
It's been
Here,
peak.
wait, don't give me. It's like, have y'all ever? And this is to you and everybody else in the chat. But have y'all ever known somebody? She's not a bad person, but people have their quirks, and I allow room for that. But because you have your quirks, like I said in the live, I go times where we need space. We need space. But then, I think sometimes she looks at relationships or friendships that I have with other people, and she probably notices that I don't really need space, but that's because they don't have that quirk that you have. And here's the thing, I can't be more worried about it than you. If you're not gonna iron out whatever that is, we just gonna have it's gonna have to be times where we have space. And me and this other person can kick it 24/7 and we don't have no issue. Cause you're not finna have me in an uproar because that energy, I don't think she truly understands energy and how it transfers. That chaotic, haphazard energy that you have, where you in any second go into panic mode. I can't function like that.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
like I said, she's a good person and she has her ways. She oversteps her bounds sometimes. But overall, if I needed her for something, she would do it. Like for real. If something was going on and I needed her for something, she would do it. But and I'm the same way with her, which I'm sure is shit about me that she probably don't like it how blunt I am. She probably don't like it how matter of fact I am. She probably don't like it that I'm not lovey dovey. Oh, hearts and rainbows. Oh, you'll be all right. But she'll be all right. Love comes in different forms.
It does.
So, but that's that with her.
I'm happy you have built such a wonderful neighborship.
Don't get me wrong. I know she would never break in my house, and I would never break into hers. If I needed her to house sit, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, we don't have no
Neighbors
contention,
that
but she have her mode sometimes.
I have neighbors that I wave at. I have like favorite neighbors that I wave at.
Yeah, favorite ones you wave at.
But and that's the thing I think that's different that people don't realize about different neighborhoods. Like my old neighborhood was a lot more like yours. Like everybody knew each other, or the neighborhood I grew up in. This neighborhood is just full of random people.
And that's like, so the neighborhood I grew up in as a
Random different
kid.
kind of people that you don't know
Yeah, the
what they
neighborhood I grew up in as a kid. So my parents bought that house and it was brand new. And as I was coming up, everybody had bought the houses when they were, because the whole neighborhood was built, more or less at the same time. And some of us did go to school together and stuff like that. And like we knew each other, but at the same time, it still was different. Like even the kids, like we played outside, but I don't know, it still wasn't like my granny neighborhood. Cause see, my neighborhood that I live in now is like my granny's neighborhood, and that's what I kind of was. Cause like her neighborhood, like I said, both of her neighbors on both sides, they knew each other. They talk over the fence and things like this. The people across the street, Miss Carter and them across the street, and they would all talk, and all of even my uncles and stuff, like they all knew everybody kids, everybody mom and them live there, but when the kids come by, so
mm,
I was kind of looking for my granny's neighborhood, and I'm blessed. I already know that I'm blessed enough to be in it because everybody don't have that same, but I think
have to
your
be.
neighborhood
It's
is
not.
more like the neighborhood that I grew up in. It was cool, but like we didn't have neighborhood unity. Like we didn't have no kind of, I wouldn't really say it was a community, even though a lot of us we went to high school, we was junior high school together, but still it wasn't like
And
we
see,
didn't play like
my kids
the
are home.
neighborhood didn't do stuff together. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because we plan on having a block party, and I think they want to do it. The winter don't get that cold here, so on a nice day when it's like 70 some degrees, I think they say they want to have a block party in a month or so. So, but see, my neighborhood, we didn't have that going on. My granny
Mhm.
neighborhood did, but we didn't
My
have that kind of
neighborhood, they still have stuff. Still go down there. So my neighborhood over here, I'll be like, it's so many different kind of people, different.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, hi, like I'm nice. Like my neighbors, my dang near favorite neighbors don't even speak English. That's the ones where the quail died. They
Yeah.
they from Colombia and they
Oh,
speak
okay.
English mostly. So we
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
communicate with each other in English slang.
English slang.
When I had
When
they
I
dog
had they
the other day, 'cause the dog got I was way down the street. I brought her home and put some, food and water. I had to leave her outside because Teddy we ain't gonna have no peace if I brought her in with Teddy. So I had to leave her outside, but I fed her and stuff. She was laying in the shade and stuff. And he brought the phone to tell me thank you. Like we saw you in the ring camera with the dog. They care the dog. I'm like, you was my favorite neighbor. That's as far as it really.
Yeah.
We got some cool, like my husband got a couple like favorite black neighbors that he be waving at when they drive by. Like they say, what is in? I
What
be
you
like,
saying? I feel like
"With your friend neighbor." I think a few people, an Asian neighbor came over when I got that chip drop, and he was like, "Can I get some chips?" And I was like, "Hell
he
yeah,
already knew what was up.
chips."
Look, is that the one with the mulberry tree? One of them Asians got some fruit. That was
It was
that Asian.
It was another one
Oh,
that I
okay.
seen before, and I was like, "See, you probably growing stuff too," because it's another yard that's down the street. I never see them outside, but I peeped the food in their yard, so it could have been.
Okay.
So my neighborhood is super mixed as far as like nationalities,
Yeah.
because it's a new neighborhood. It's only like 4 years
Yeah.
old,
People buy houses. They could be from any walk of life, from
and
anywhere.
they're all here from every walk of life. So and we don't have none of that stuff. My where I grew up obviously has history, like you said. Like when I drive down there, I can still be like, "This where the pot stayed at, the twins, and they
Hmm.
across the street from each other, and this where Granny stayed, and this where So, um, yeah, I have community, but it's not within my neighborhood. If
Yeah.
that makes sense, we have to like create community, especially being homeschooled, because that's another thing. Is like my kids don't go to school with these kids. They don't go to public school, so they play
Yeah.
soccer and they do other stuff, but, it's not really again, we have community, but it's not in this neighborhood, so
Okay.
listen, you talk to them neighbors, child, talk about them neighbors and the neighbor you be out there
Yeah, I got a video. I got it. And you know what's funny though? So some of those people that pass, like if I be in the video and I be like, "Hey, what's up?" or something, there's somebody probably I see them all the time because there's a certain group of people who I see all the time, whether they're walking or in a car. Because it's about 12 people, them same cars. They go to work, they come home. You're gonna see them every day because they're gonna pass by. Then there's certain people that be walking because, like I told you, it's a corner store up here. They be going to that store. They walk from their house to the store and go back. So it's a cluster of people that. But now some people, if I'm holding a little bit longer conversation, or sometimes you can tell by the conversation. Like in a video I was filming, and this lady stopped, and she said, "You getting your garden right, ain't it?" Y'all know that lady, but she gonna speak anyway. But that's just, I don't know. That's just the way it is around here. Cause I'm telling you, it was so funny. When my next door neighbor moved in, like I said, she a white lady, and we was sitting on her porch, cause her porch go all the way across the front of her house. And when she bought that house, the lady left her porch furniture, and it's really nice wood furniture. So we was sitting out there on it,
Okay.
and people kept blowing, and I was waving, and she said, "You know all these people?" I said, "Girl, I know some of them. I don't know all of them." I say, "That's just what you do in the black neighborhood. When we go past you, way you speak.
And
It's just
that's
like when you come over people's houses, you don't go in their house and don't speak." We used to get cussed out. My mama say she trained me very young. I remember her telling me this, "Girl, when you walk in somebody's house, you speak. Don't you
yeah.
walk up in people's houses and don't speak. If you walk up, you somebody on their porch or something, you walking by, you speak to them people. It don't take nothing for you to be nice." And so I told her, I said, "No, that's just how we do, child. I got my neighbor trained. Now she be waving."
That's good. Man, you be doing the good work in the neighborhood.
Baby, she look, and it took me one time because somebody stopped and say, Even that white lady be waving. I said, yeah, I got her ass trained. They started laughing. They talking about, oh, you put on game. I said, yeah, I had to put up on game. But for real, she was puzzled. She really thought I knew because like 40 cars passed by. She thought I knew all them people. I said, I don't know all of them people. I know probably 10 of them. I said, but the rest,
Been good
you speak.
energy.
Yeah, you throw your hand up. And so she was like, oh, okay. Then she started waving.
Said, "Oh, I can
But
do
she
that."
so but you can tell she's still white with it. Hello, how are you doing? She be and the windows be up on the car. I'm like, baby, they
Right?
can't hear
Just
you.
all you
They
just
can't hear
acknowledge.
you.
That's all. Yeah.
They be in the car. Doom, doom, doom. They can't hear you, baby. All they can hear is that bass. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. But she be trying, you know.
But you're
Uh,
trying. That's
Army
the
Chickadee
point.
said she used to go to church with a set of her neighbors. She said they visited in the yard only. It is some people in the neighborhood. I haven't ever been in their house. I know, like Edward, that stayed two doors down. I know him real good. I've been in his backyard. I ain't never been in his house before though. So I
Mhm.
get that too. It's some people. It is what it is.
It's
But what
different.
happened with the What happened with New Orleans? How was it?
New Orleans was fun. We drove for the weekend, so we just left really early Friday morning and then came back Sunday night. We stayed on Bourbon Street, which I was under the impression that it had to be like an event or something for Bourbon Street to be popping the way that it was, but it was popping. But you know me, I went to
Okay,
big.
so
I still
was
went
that
to
the
big.
first time you had ever been in New Orleans?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
So
so of course we had a Bayou Classic, my alma mater and Southern has a Bayou Classic every year. And the only year we did not have it in New Orleans was the year of Katrina, which it was in Houston that year. And
mm,
I was in school that year. Um, but no, it doesn't. I really didn't know what to think of New Orleans. The first time I ever went is when I was 18. Like when I went to Bayou Classic, that was the first time I ever went to New Orleans. My mother
mm,
had been before, so fun fact: the last World's Fair that America ever had was in New Orleans. That was in 1984. It was the end of 1984. My mother was pregnant with me then, so technically I had been to New Orleans,
okay,
but
look
I
at
had not been born yet. I had been conceived but not born. But yeah. So when I went, girl, New Orleans was something to me, honey. All that music and all that food and all that drink, and I said, oh my god. But so the way you saw it, yeah, it's like that all the time. But if you was to go for something like Essence Fest, Bayou Classic, Mardi Gras, girls, take what you saw in time. Like if it's Mardi Gras, times about 20.
mm.
Times about 15 or 20. Bayou Classic is probably times what you saw about 5 or 6. Essence Fest, I've never been to Essence Fest, but I've heard it be lit. Um,
It's gonna be lit next year. You know, it's a lot going on with Essence Fest.
I kind of heard little things. Hey, Vishal
Oh,
Sharma, we doing good. Good to see you. But yeah, what's going on with Essence Fest? Are they changing things or what's?
I didn't go, but I have a
I've
friend
never been because it's too
hotel
damn hot for me.
that went, and she was invited to go, by
Okay.
like a hotel, by a couple of different, companies or whatever. And so before she came back, I was hearing a lot of people saying that they changed a lot of stuff. The management has changed or the ownership had changed, but I think it's already been like 2 or 3 years since it changed. But I guess this was the first year that people felt like the atmosphere changed because of that. Um I one thing that really stood out to me that my friend said when she came back. So a lot of people were saying it was only fun if you were a content creator, like if you got paid to go there. A lot of people were fussing about Target, which I know Target has been um a sponsor of Essence Fest for a
I
couple of
think
years,
so.
and
I
I don't
think so.
know if they were a contract. You can't break that because you know people are upset. You get
Mhm.
stuff like that, so that's a concern that I don't know if everybody has that in mind. But that still doesn't mean you have to go to the Target installation, like, you can totally ignore
You
Target
sure
while
can. You
you're
can
there.
you can do like me. If I see that Target symbol anywhere, I go the other damn direction.
That's all I could do, so there was that, and then, like, I know a lot of people were just saying, like, the culture of it changed, like, it wasn't feeling like as much like Black American culture, but was feeling more like, "Oh, look at your baby."
Don't pay Indy no attention. But go
Um,
ahead.
just that it wasn't honoring Black American culture, which is where Essence was born from.
Yeah, it's starting to get colonizery.
Yes, and then, one thing that really stood out to me was my friend said that she paid for a ticket to see, Summer Walker, and they never saw Summer Walker. She was like, "We saw Davido for, like, 3 hours," and I was like, "That's theft, though." Like, what happened with Summer Walker? Like, if you paid for tickets to see her, what
Yeah,
happened?
because Summer Walker is somebody that I really enjoy her music. So if
Paid
I
to see
paid
her
or whatever, I'ma need to see Summer Walker. That's some bull.
I was like, "That sounds like theft to me."
Somebody gonna give me something back. I'ma start turning over tables.
She's
Something
according
to
to her,
happen.
no explanation for the fact that, like, they didn't see I
So
was like, "That's stealing."
okay, all right, I got you.
That and what Summer got to say about that? Girl, what happened? Like, was they lying on you? Were you never going? I don't know. It was a lot. So, I mean,
Why do I feel like, and I don't know a ton about Summer Walker, but the little bit that I've read, yes, she is a younger artist, but you also can listen to her music and her artistry to tell that she's an artist and not an entertainer. And why do I feel like they used her name and she wasn't coming? To be all the way real with you, I've seen that happen a lot in different spaces. I first started seeing it when I was in a band in college because a lot of times back then, depending on what college band name you would say, you could get a lot of people to come.
mm,
And they would do that all the time because people had started calling people in the band and be like, "Hey, they say y'all gonna be at such and such. Is that true?" We'd be like, "Nah, we not finna be there because we finna be at XYZ." Promoters would do that, put us on flyers, and not just us, other bands too. Put Southern Band on, put Jackson Band on, whoever could get money, they'd put them on flyers. And people would call us and be like, "Are y'all gonna come into?" We'd be like, "No, we're not coming to that." And they be like, "Okay, good. I want to know, so I want to buy my tickets because I want to see y'all."
shame.
And then going forward, I would see it in other stuff. Just different stuff where they would advertise that certain people or personas was gonna be, and they wasn't
That's
gonna be there.
I
and
said, "Baby,
and promote it used to be promoters, and the people who they be lying on don't even know it. And Summer Walker, to me, and like I said, I don't know her personally, but looking at interviews and the way she does about her music, I feel like she has a level of integrity. I feel like she didn't know about that. Now, if
mhm."
she did, shame on her, but I just got a sneaking suspicion. I don't think she knew about that.
Probably not. Probably not. And one of the other things that really stood out to me was that they were saying a lot of the local vendors that are normally invited to
Weren't.
participate in this fest did not get their invitations to participate. They didn't know why. And for me, a
That's
big
out
thing
of order.
this time when I went to New Orleans, I posted a video. I was like, let me know where I was like, I just want to eat good food. I want to listen to good music and I want to buy things from black people. Black people are from here. I don't want to go to the all the touristy spots and buy a whole bunch of souvenirs from people who are not from here, who people who probably push the black people out of these spaces because they're popular spaces now. Like I was like, oh, there go the black artists on the street. I'm about to tip in.
Hmm.
There go black somebody. I'm about to buy from them because I'm tired. Like I'm tired of that. So I feel like Essence kind of felt like that on a bigger scale. It's like, we have to build stuff in a vacuum for ourselves and then people kind of commandeer it and want to commandeer your money and your support along with it, but you have
Hmm.
to honor where that came from. And I've seen a lot of people kind of argue like, well, S has been owned by white people for years. And I was like, and I understand that, but the thing about white people is that they learn at least to fake like they care about certain things. They learn who their audience is, and they learn that they have to actually kind of respect or at least keep a piece of that culture if
Hmm.
they expect us to keep coming to it. They have
Yeah,
to fake
because
it. Like, you at
to
least
to
have to fake it.
expand to expand on what you saying, you are absolutely right. Because I don't know if black people know it or not, but like, cause here's the thing, you know how people start doing stuff, but they don't keep up with it. For instance, the Target boycott. When I said I was going to boycott Target and it actually was organized, I've been keeping up with it because Jamal Bryant does the update every so often. Yeah, Target know what's up because Target, they had a meeting with black activists, but the thing is, when they had the meeting with the black activists say that what Target came to the table with was unsatisfactory. They told Target go back to the drawing board. So Target is back trying to, so you see what I'm saying? And let me go even further because I didn't know this was going on until yesterday. So yesterday was Magic City Classic. That game is played. It's the 84th annual. That game is played between Alabama State and Alabama A&M. So that's the equivalent to Grambling and Southern Bayou Classic. It's when the in-state, I don't want to say big, but the in-state HBCU rivals play each other, just like in the Florida Classic is Fam and Bethune. But and it's another one in Mississippi, Jackson and Alcorn when they play. So Magic City Classic never had a well, let me not say never, but since I've been watching it on TV, no sponsor. Guess who the sponsor was this year? Amazon,
Oh,
because people ain't been saying a lot about it, but people have been telling black people to boycott Amazon because Amazon and how you want to work your workers to death, and most of them is blacks, and you know how you got rid of DEI and just these different things you're doing. Amazon thought that, oh, we're gonna sponsor this classic. You know, they trying to win some black dollars back. Check this out. At they Birmingham facility, they had a battle of the bands in the parking lot and everything. Had four colleges, all kind of stuff. It tickled me so bad because people was in the comments like, "Good for you, Amazon." But we still not gonna be buying this stuff like time out. Like you gonna have to do more than that. Cause see, my question is, yeah, you sponsored when, because I'm sure that Bell Advance wasn't free. Or at least I don't think it was free. If it was, that would be something because they Bell Advance usually not free. They don't be that much money, but you usually got to pay at least 20 $25.
mm,
If that was free, that's different. But my thing is, if you had people pay, did you give any of that money to the schools? Because I guarantee you, every last one of them schools could use some coin. I guarantee you. See, you just sponsoring stuff ain't gonna get it. It's not gonna get it. But what I'm
that's
saying is, these companies know what's up because they're trying to do something. Now they're shooting and missing. They're not hitting the target. But
well, because they've been able to do performative things in the past.
mhm,
We're past,
mhm,
so
mhm,
we have to just grow a little bit more. But that's the reason why we commented like, okay, and that's cute.
yeah. But
But
y'all
what
gonna have to try
we're
again.
going to, and I'm seeing a lot of people talking about like boycotting the system and don't pay for this and get rid of Christmas and all these holidays and stuff. And I'm loving like all the energy. My only thing is like where we gonna buy our stuff at? Like we need to it is that plus we need to make buying black, buying local a
Yeah, yeah,
lifestyle or else you're not gonna
yeah.
be able to wash your butt. Like where you gonna get your soap from? Like it
And to
can only
say,
go
and
so far. I haven't been to Target and Target could never win me back. But buying black is a lifestyle for me. So every time they be like boycott the system, black out the system for a certain day, when I wake up, if I need something, I can still go shopping because I know a black owned grocery store and I know a black owned beauty
yeah.
supply. And I go to black places all the time to buy food and things that I
I
need.
went in last night. I went in on girl, and I'm gonna have to update you at some point. I'm gonna tell y'all everybody because it's not nothing private, but tell y'all the update about girl what has happened since the No Kings. But just a quick snippet. I had to go in last night. Y'all know we got a group meet, and I didn't go all the way in, but I had to go in a little bit. So I
Okay.
hadn't checked the group meet because to be fair, yesterday. So what was No Kings? No Kings was last weekend, I believe. Yeah,
Uh,
it was last weekend. And so this weekend, my alma mater went to the Vegas Classic. And then, like I said, it was Magic City Classic. So I just chilled at the house. I took care of stuff at the house and watched some college football on TV, whatever, just relaxed. and I hadn't checked um my group me in a couple of days. So I checked it and I saw somebody put up a picture talking about for Black Friday next weekend. Don't well, not Black Friday, but they're talking about next weekend having a blackout of
Mhm.
no shopping, no all these things. It's more than just shopping because I saw one flyer said no work. That ain't feasible for everybody. If you can do that, okay, but everybody can't not work because some people out here trying to make it. And because I'm not gonna be funny, not working for me ain't gonna make it because I'm trying to stash every coin I can. But the
That's
other stuff I agree
like
with.
their own part to play, and we have to learn
Yeah,
to respect that,
yeah.
because you cannot go to your job does not mean everybody
Everybody
will
can
make
do
that
that.
same sacrifice, but they can also be doing something else. They could be speaking out. They could be writing a
Yeah.
book. They could be,
They could be doing
they
anything.
let people get
They
out
could
of
be doing
jail
other
for
resistance
no
type things.
reason. Yes.
So up under that post, somebody immediately posted, "That's cool, but that seemed implausible." Blah 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 blah, and it's a white chick. Now I didn't know this ahead of time, but I found this out later through somebody else in the group. Because as per usual, we have our group chats, but you can direct message people
Mhm.
in the group. So I have direct messages with about 3, 4 people. So when we be talking in the main group, we be behind the scenes talking.
Okay.
So when I read that, I looked and it immediately brought into my mind several different things that I've seen on IG and stuff where people talk about, and it's particularly, it usually be black people. They be like, you white people, we not for sure how serious you are. Because as soon as some inconvenience or some heartache or something come, it's good enough until it gets a little tough and then you bail out, blah blah blah. And when I seen that mess where she said it was implausible, because let me explain to you how this chick works at her father's chiropractic office. He has 3 children. All 3 of his children have always worked there. They've never had to apply for jobs. Now his son actually went to chiropractic school. His 2 daughters, one of the daughters, she learned how to do massage therapy or something. Y'all know massage therapy ain't even no full 4-year program. That's some 9-month mess. And
Mhm.
I hate to say mess, but you get what I'm saying.
In comparison.
Because real talk, chiropractic school ain't nothing. Not trying to be funny. Out of all the doctors, that's the fastest one. Then the other daughter never did anything. She just is a secretary or something that. But my point is, you've never even had to apply for a job and be turned down before.
Right.
You have lived in such entitlement and such privilege your whole life that you jump and say you can't stop shopping for one weekend. I immediately start typing. I say, because see, some other stuff had went on, and I get on that later. I immediately start typing. I said, you know what? I said, I'm not trying to be rude. I said, and I know y'all get sick of me because it's not a ton of black people in this group, in this advocacy group. To be fair, it's probably 4 black people who are really active. And when I mean active, we consistently are doing things,
Mhm.
whether it be in the community, going to the meetings, going to the protests, different things. Because some of these people, they're performative. They only come to 1 or 2 things, but they don't help organize. They don't help do no grassroots work. They don't help do no voter registration. They don't help do nothing. So I know I'm in the minority. And I told them, I said, yeah, I know y'all gonna get tired of me. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm the loudest and wildest black one out of all of them. Because the other black people are older. They're of an older generation. So those ladies have more class than me. I'm the hoodlum. So when I tell you I told them, I say, this, because somebody then after that said, how can we get more black people to be active? That triggered me too. That was a white guy. So I say, okay, let me help y'all out. I say, y'all, I passed out flyers in a certain area where it was a lot of black traffic, and I got 20 black people to come to the protest from the work that I personally did. Y'all passed out flyers. Nobody, nowhere where y'all passed out them flyers, nobody said that that's how they heard about the protest. So basically, what y'all did when y'all passed out those flyers is a waste of time. I said where I passed them out at, I actually passed them out in locations where people will probably be more
Okay.
likely to go. You know what I'm saying? Went to barbershops, went to beauty shops, went to, you know what I'm saying? These places to where you can, all different types of black people come to these places. Passed out flyers at libraries and other areas, you know. Okay. I told him, I say, look, here's the thing. If I wanted to, I really could go out here and I could get a lot of black people to come. I said, but I'm not really all that interested in getting a whole lot of black people to come, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Soon as we put up something about boycotting stores for 3 days, the first response is it's implausible. I said this is why black folks don't want to. This is why when you see these protests, you don't see a whole lot of black folks because you still haven't got it. I said y'all can't stop shopping for 3 days. I said a person who put that up there work at a chiropractic firm up under their daddy. She got everything she needs. She don't need to shop for nothing. She can't stop shopping for 3 days. Do your grocery shopping the day before and stay your ass at home. But she don't want to do that. That's implausible. So she say, instead of going out and asking other people that she knows, she work at a chiropractic firm. Do you know how many people she probably comes in contact with day to day? That she could tell them, hey, if you could, we're trying to make a difference. If you care, boycott. If this isn't for you, don't worry about it. I'm not trying to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mhm.
this isn't for you. But if you think it may make a difference, if you care, we boycotting this weekend. Just stay out the store. Don't buy nothing. No, she'd rather get on the group and say it's impossible. I said, see, this is why. I said, I'm not going to go out here and get a bunch of black people to come in here and enter
And
and
be
help. And
frustrated with
then yeah, and here y'all come. I said, think about the people on the Montgomery bus boycott. I said, do you know how much walking those women and men had to do backwards and forwards to work, walking miles every day to and from work for months, almost a year? They did that. Think about the garbage worker strike. How many months those men went without pay because they wanted equal pay? They had families. They went months.
And the
You
thing
all
is,
can't do
people
three
don't
days.
have a choice. We doing it for people who don't have a choice, and it's
I
the
said,
thing for
this
you
is why
no
you this
choice.
and this is why
Almost
I'm not pulling a whole bunch of people into this foolishness. And then another white lady who this one of the ones I got a backdoor chat with, she went even further. She said, yeah, because y'all not really understanding how much work black women specifically. Yes, black men, but black women was always behind the scenes. They give Martin and Malcolm all the credit, but they don't give the credit to Dorothy Height and all these. It's a whole bunch of different black people behind the scenes was working, working, working from the end of the Civil War all the way through civil rights. Black
mm,
women, Fannie Lou Hamer, all these different people. And y'all steadily keep wanting them to do the work. This is why they're not, this is why they're not enthused. And I told them, I said, see,
they
this is
gonna
what
have
I'm
to go
talking
through
about.
the cycle of learning, just like how we did. Like, start with your first little approach or whatever you talking about, and then you when you learn that's not effective, if you really care, you'll go a little further. Like, we not really here to kind of baby you through that.
And so I told, and then several of them was like, "Oh yeah, well you right, we understand, blah 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 blah, and all of this." And I'm like, y'all understand? I say, but y'all don't know no black, y'all don't have no black friends.
Right.
Like what is it? And then but nobody answered when I said y'all don't have no black friends. I said because truth be told, if y'all don't have no black friends, that's another conversation that we need to have about y'all not having diverse friend groups.
Hmm.
Honey, when I tell you, like I said, it's just I don't even know. But it they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? That like I said, they'll either get it or they won't. I woke up this morning And some of the ride or die white people, they had hearted my comment because it was some misogyny went on in that group right after the protest.
Mm.
It's some BS went on with the mayor. He mad. Our mayor is not progressive at all. He's very MAGA, but he's the type of MAGA that he's slick with it. If you ever met a slick racist, that's kind of how he is. And it was some issues went on, but then some dude got in the chat talking about, "Are we sure that it was him who did the stuff?" I said, "Sir, it was in the newspaper. They done posted the article. Did you read it?" Those claims were unsubstantiated. And I'm in my head like, who let him in this group? Because they're supposed to vet everybody that gets in the group. I believe this dude is one of those MAGA supporters,
Hey.
if you ask. Because
Mm.
he sound crazy. And then he was like, read my comment again and put your thinking cap on or something, he said. Then he misunderstood. Somebody else said that the mayor had small penis energy. He thought they were actually talking about the man's genitalia. Somebody actually had to explain to him, no, that's an expression. They're not talking about his actual genitalia. They're talking about how he carries himself. Like, see, and then that be the other part. When you're not like, if you don't understand these things, why don't you try to learn to understand them instead of assuming you know what they talking about? Because he was like, y'all being very vulgar in the chat. And I'm like, no, no. So it was quite interesting to say the least. Y'all, is Aisha frozen or is it just me? Um, Let me read some of these comments. Somebody put some these people, these comments. Aaron Danielle Dezo, you are like watermelon. Let me help you out. Your English alone lets me know that that English is not your second language. Let me put it like that. If this watermelon comment has anything to do with my blackness, let me not start speaking about Latino. Because judging by this name, please don't let me. Yeah, Aisha just look at how she looking at us, y'all. Is she looking beside us? Aisha done died. That phone said the hell with y'all. But I'm gonna go back. Yeah, look, Shay say I just blocked and reported. Thank you. And I want to mention to people always report. Don't just block. Always report too, because them people, if they get enough reports, they're gonna put them off YouTube. Nah, it's always popping. It's just like Las Vegas atmosphere overindulgence. I would agree with that. I agree with that. I enjoy New Orleans better, probably because of the food though. She back.
Okay, I don't know what just happened. My YouTube just closed and it would not open back up. I had to restart the phone.
And now I look like, okay, am I frozen or no?
I'm chickadee to my you okay? I'm okay. I'm chickadee. I can't even see you, sis.
Okay, hold on. I got the pool.
I'm gonna go back in the comments while you doing that. Absolute Army Chickadee say we have options there. We just need to be disciplined and make a list of our must have and those items, them items for black owned. Y'all comment below too. Any black owned businesses y'all know of. I know here in Texas I've been hearing people talking about boycotting like the beef industry. You know, beef is huge in Texas.
Yes,
Barbecue.
and what's going on with the
Well, just because Texas is very red and acting a fool always. You know, Texas be trying to succeed and send the National Guard to places they don't
It's in
belong.
our
And
constitution. It's in the
in
Texas
addition to
Constitution.
voting, I think some people are just how we're saying trying to put their dollars or their money where their mouth is and not support certain industries or kind of like give a message with their dollars. So I just want to mention my, the black man that raised his meats. He raised, processed, and delivered as a meat man. I'm gonna comment below this video on the replay, so you can check us out if you're in Texas. I think he travels to like near Austin, Antonio as well. So
That's a good. Hubby and I stayed in the Four Seasons one year. Next time we'll get a room with a Bourbon Street view.
yes,
Anyway,
because you always
there's
look
a
so good
Hilton.
on Bourbon Street. That's what I like. Like it was nice, but when I was looking for bed and everybody else wasn't, I just went to my
No,
room.
yeah. When we do Bayou Classic, we always stay at. It's one of two hotels. So we stayed. One year we stayed at the Royal Crown, but that's not usually where we stay. I think they changed the name of whatever we stay in. It's something Riverfront. It used to be a Hilton. It might still be a Hilton, but it's on Canal. It's not on Bourbon. So you
Mm,
just go down Canal 2 blocks and you at Bourbon. But I liked it
Canal
because like I said, we could go to sleep because baby, that music and all that stuff all night long. Ooh, it be all night long. I do Timu and Sheen for my knickknacks. I was never a big Target fan, me either. I have bought from Timu before, not Sheen.
I'm
What else we
echoing.
got here? We need to be this. Okay, that's the one you read. You're right. Um, I was wondering the same thing. She probably saw that Aaron coming. I got the green eye monster energy a few days ago. We can't see you. I ran out of wet wipes today, but I stocked up on hydrogen peroxide, so that's what I'm cleaning with, and it's $1. Okay.
I'm echoing.
Is Aisha still echoing you?
Echo. Echo.
Tell us if that fixed it.
Now, brown cow.
But yeah, far as Vegas, when I tell you Vegas ain't had this many Negroes in it in a weekend, I was shocked. They showed the pep rally that they did, so it was more events in Vegas than I thought. And they're gonna have to do better about marketing because I didn't really know about the events until yesterday. So Friday they had a pep rally and an alumni mixer. Saturday they had the game. This morning they had a gospel brunch in Vegas. And when they showed the pep rally, oh my God, it was barely enough room for the bands and the cheerleaders. It was
Mm.
people everywhere. When they got to Allegiant Stadium, it was packed. So I'm sure that Vegas will probably have that classic again. I think they're gonna rotate schools though. I don't think it's gonna be the same schools every year. So we shall see. It seemed like it was a good time, but yeah, I did tell them in the group that if we boycott, find some black businesses or Native American businesses or whatever to, you know, shift your stuff over
Mm.
to. I did tell them that. That was
'Cause
one of the
stuff
parting
is
words that
money.
I told them after I let them know that, if every little time y'all got some little aches and pains and y'all talking about laying down, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. And I told them, I said, y'all gonna fool around and I'm gonna scale back because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of y'all. I'm scared. Scared of what? You a white lady. They not finna do nothing to you. Like y'all kill me with
It's
that.
your
Scared of what?
time now.
But watch this. When I bring up stuff and be like, okay, well, who's under threat of losing their vote? Because they gonna take votes away from black folks probably before they're gonna take it from white folks. Who's under threat of them taking a citizenship? They'll take it from us before we. Who's on like after the Hispanics, of course, because they're already rounding them up.
Mhm.
um who they may take their land from decide to say, oh, y'all can't own land no more. It'll be us before, like, before the white folks. The white folks will be the last people they take something from. Y'all talking about y'all scared. Scared of what? What are you scared of exactly? Oh, y'all be watching TV so much and that white fear got y'all. Ain't nobody got time for that stuff, y'all. Chocolate. But what did y'all end up doing in New Orleans? Y'all
Okay,
end up.
so we ate a lot of food. The food was good. Remember, I told you I had did a post and I was like, where should we eat at? Where the black
Mm,
folks at? So we went to a place called Drago's and had like fried oysters and stuff. That was pretty good. I was trying to kind of compare like beignets from different places. So we went to uh
I've only had Cafe Du Monde. I've never had anybody else.
that was the first one we had. They were
Yeah,
good. I
Cafe
went
Du
to
Monde is good.
Loretta's. Loretta's were good.
Okay.
They also had savory beignets
Yes, they do.
at Loretta's. Those were good. She didn't have a lot available, but it was only crab available. But that child, the crab was good. So I had that, and then the normal one. Beignets taste like funnel cake to me.
Yes, more or less. They're a donut. Yeah, like funnel cakes is. It's basic. It's close to the same batter, but yeah, this the donut. You fry them, put powdered sugar on them. Yeah, it's similar.
This tastes like funnel cake. It was good.
Yeah,
It was spilling all over
yeah.
me everywhere, but it
Oh
was it
yeah,
was
you when you
good
eat beignets, you'll know it. That's the only thing I don't like about them. How when you get through, you got powdered sugar everywhere.
everywhere.
It don't
So
matter how careful you are, you still get it everywhere.
it's no way around it.
Yeah.
We ate at we went on this boat that I thought was gonna be like a fun jazzy party boat, but it was boring. So that sucked. I needed a nap after that. So that sucked. What else did we do? We went to this alcohol place. It was like a tour, and then you could taste like the different. It's called Sazerac or something like that.
Mm. I never
I have,
heard of it. That don't mean nothing.
but it was fun. They did like a little tour or whatever, and then you got to try some of the drinks. And then walking through the shops, child, and listening to people play music on the
Yeah.
street, like even like playing the bottom of buckets and making it sound like a
Oh
band.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
feeling that. Like I liked all the music and the art, seeing a lot of artists and different stuff like that. We went to this place called Hot 10. Everybody on TikTok said it was a rooftop bar. It is not a rooftop bar. It is a penthouse bar with a balcony. Just to be
Okay.
clear about that, because the rooftop bar would mean your bar is on top of the
People
roof.
nowadays and they accuracy of what they call stuff. I don't know what that is. What because rooftop and penthouses two different things. But okay. But
And I'm
okay.
looking like, why did like three people on TikTok say this was a rooftop bar? Like, why y'all keep calling it that? This is a bar with a roof over it.
Yeah. They must
Like,
don't know when it's rooftop, that means you standing on the roof. Like you outdoors.
and it
Like,
sucked because it was full of people. It was so full and it was fun, but the balcony could only fit like 20 people. But if we
yeah.
were on top of the roof, we all would see that gorgeous view.
Uh-huh.
So this is not a rooftop bar.
Yeah.
So that
Girl.
drinks were good, but the inaccuracy for me, I was very impressed with the people that like ride bikes and carry you on the back of their bike. Like this
Mhm.
guy took us like a mile and a half, and it was a tour. He was telling me about like the older black neighborhoods and stuff, and like wild biking us a
Yeah.
mile and a half away. So that was
They be
nice.
them people that do that, they in shape.
Mhm.
They in good shape.
And you getting paid. Like I love this.
Mhm.
Love
Yeah.
that. So it was much easier to kind of move around. We walked a lot though. We walked for miles, which was fun.
Yeah.
It made me feel better about eating all that different food. Because I was like, let me taste your red beans. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
taste your red beans. And I'm gonna taste your etouffee. Hey son. Oh, I'm
Carmen
live.
Chickadee asked, did you do the horse drawn carriage ride?
I did not because I was only there for a weekend and they looked like they were moving so slow. To be honest, I was like, "Oh, I want to move a little faster." Now I've been to walk faster than how these horses is strolling through. But I think if I go and I have more time and I'm just like, I will. I'll take a horse ride. They were pretty. I took a picture with one had his nails painted. I was like, that is so cute. You are so New Orleans, little horsey. So it
That's
was fun.
funny.
It was busy. Um, it was busy.
It's always busy like that.
And I definitely didn't probably do Bourbon Street like how people do Bourbon Street. I
Yeah.
definitely around a certain
I
time.
mean, it just however you want to do it is however you want to do it. Most
It
people do
was
it
fun.
sloppy ass drunk. That's the way most people do it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
I can't handle. They
Like
pick
that.
pockets in New Orleans. I ain't trying to be drunk like that. They
And
will pick your
see,
ass clean.
see. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had fun on the balcony. Like, oh, look at the people. Um, and I went to bed when I was ready to go to bed. I was like, okay, babe, so bed. And we'll try again in the morning, and everybody else was still up. I do like that the hotel. I can't speak for all hotels, but our hotel had where like when you go, you have to scan to go. In the elevator and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
it's not like just because you're on Bourbon Street, you don't have to worry
You
about.
can't. Yeah, yeah.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not sure how many
saying?
hotels are like that, but all the hotels I've been on that are in downtown New Orleans are like that. Now, like I
Yeah,
said, I can't speak for all of them, but the few I've been in, they've all been like that. Cause that was something new to me too. When we went to Bayou Classic, they was like, make sure you don't lose your keys, cause you will not be able to get up to your room. And I remember several people who had got drunk, and they was laying in the lobby, and they was
yeah.
waiting on some of us to come by, and they was like, "Oh, I was waiting to see somebody from the band. I lost my keys. Well, come on here." And they know somebody, cause it's always cause you have about 20% of the band that's responsible. The rest of them MFers be crazy. They drunk,
Mhm.
they lost their keys, whatever it is. They laying on the couches in the lobby. You going up the elevator? Yeah, come on. Come on. The hotel people, yeah, he in the band with us. Come on. So it'd be
Mhm.
like, but yeah.
So I did like that. I like, I feel like it was. I didn't see anybody get hurt. I didn't see any real issues besides people like having to carry their home girl back to the house. I was like, shit, I hope she don't stay too far. And then Hot 10 was kind of like further out. And so there are hotels where you can stay. Like if I was to go back with the kids, I wouldn't stay on Bourbon Street. I would stay maybe down there in the Hilton or something like by Drago's, where it's like the aquarium, there's an insectarium over
Yeah,
there.
the Audubon and all that stuff down there.
Yeah, they have shops and stuff, which I'm not really big on like going to the regular mall. When I go out of town, I don't even go to the regular mall too much here. I try to shop local and small anyway. So I'm not really into any of that. But that area is a little nicer, like if you want to take your kids and stuff, stay in a hotel and
Yeah,
then
the
trolley or something, or to
their
different.
their botanical, they have a huge, like, it's kind of like a bunch of stuff in one. It's really nice. I think it's called the Audubon. I think that's what it's called. But it's like a huge botanical garden, but um they have a aquarium type thing along with it. It's like it's I think it's more than one building, but it's
Mhm.
really nice. I went in there one time. I can't remember why we went there because it wasn't for Bayou Classic. We went down to New Orleans for something, and then it must have been something to do with my degree program because we were science majors. So we went in there. We went down there and went to go look at all that stuff. But it was really really nice. They have a really, and it's got like trails and different things. It's really nice. I think so, Army Chickadee, honey. This mess.
They ain't got nothing better to do with their lives for real.
But I didn't. You must have posted that post on IG that asked where to go eat because I didn't even see it. Or did you post it on YouTube?
Yeah, I posted it on IG. I be forgetting to post on YouTube
I
sometimes.
I just I don't I check IG, but I try not to be on because you know how sometimes you can get on social media and be on there for an hour, 2 hours, wasting time. So I try to be careful. That's probably why I didn't see it, just because I just I try
But
to watch how much I
is
be.
that when a lot of your work is online, it's kind of like you have to be on there, and then they tell you don't post and ghost, right? So it's like you post, which is what I do. I try to wake up early in the morning, post, and then I go to the garden, then I wake up the kids, then I start homeschooling, I'm expecting that post to do what it's supposed to do, but they say, well, they also want you to engage and then like respond when people comment on your
That
stuff.
it's too much work. It's too
Make
much
them
like
feel
work.
like you follow them too, and I'm like, but then my presence is mostly online, so it's like a part of the job to engage but not get stuck. I've been trying to give myself like deadlines, like time frames. Like you gonna be on for this amount of time, do as much engaging as you can, and
And then
then
get on.
but it's helpful to
Yeah.
me. I have kids and a lot of shit to do, so it's not like I could be on here all day anyway.
Yeah, and see, I have things to do, and if I don't check myself and I be on there too much, then time gets away from me, and then I can't get done what I'm supposed to get done. So yeah, I have to get myself together. But that's probably why I didn't see it. But
More than I consume, and that
definitely,
seems to be
definitely
helping and working. But it's designed that way. Like people are getting paid for our attention at this point, and not everyone is using it how we are to try to like
Mhm.
either uplift or teach or connect or you know what I'm saying. Some people are just doing dumb stuff and siphoning your attention
Yep,
and getting paid
definitely.
for it. Doing dumb challenges and stuff. I saw somebody smoke a pepper the other day, and I was like, "That man gonna die." And I don't know why. And I heard 1,000 people are stuck on Mount Everest too, and I'm like, "They gonna
A
die too."
thousand? How did they get up there?
They climbed up there. Now the Sherpa people gotta go try to save them. I wouldn't save them people. They paid to go up there.
Well, so they're not people from Nepal, they're tourists.
Yes.
The reason why I asked, and
Paid
I'm not doubting what you're saying. I haven't read it, but 1,000 people is a lot of people to be up. Like, did they take a caravan or something? Because when
I
they
think
climb Mount Everest, oh, okay, because they usually just go one or two people at the time, because that is not an easy trek by any means. Native people from there struggle.
that's right.
And
And I
these
don't
people
think that
go
it's
over there and they
it's
weak, they
people
soft
to
as
come.
shaman and be trying to climb Mount Everest. They have no business. And the Sherpa be toting all of their stuff.
And
They
they
need to
leave
leave
a
that
lot of
mountain
trash.
alone.
I heard they leave a lot of trash and stuff because they get up there, they
Yeah,
tired,
because they
they
think they
can't
can
carry
take all
stuff
of that stuff and they
on,
end up not
and
being
then
able
they
to
be
carry
dying,
all that.
and then they be dying, and then they get stuck.
Sometimes, yeah.
People got to come and try to save you. I'm not saving you for paying to climb up this mountain that you didn't have to be up here. I'm saying
They
at
need
this
to leave that mountain alone.
stop doing that. Stop
Leave
doing.
it alone.
People have
I
to
don't
realize
have no desire to go. When you breathe and the condensation coming out of your nose freeze up on you, I don't have no desire to go nowhere like that.
I saw one lady, she was like, "You don't go nowhere where you have to pack your own oxygen." She was like, "If you can't just breathe, then don't go there." I just find it very selfish. And I just find it selfish. I feel like it's inconsiderate for you to be up there and now these people have to come try to save you from where you paid to climb up to. Like when you say it out loud, do it sound right? It don't sound right coming out of my mouth right now. And I don't want no parts of that. So
They can
listen,
have fun. Pictures will do me just fine. It's the same thing with a lot of this stuff that they do go over in them same places. Like it's some honey. It's some honey in Nepal that these bees. Anyway, the way you have to get to it and
oh,
the way you
like
have
the
to
Chinese
get it, you
people,
got to hang out the side of the mountain. Cause see what it is the bees get the pollen from these certain flowers. And when they make the honey then is like a psychedelic honey. So when you eat it, you get some type of high. and the people want to go dangle off the side of the mountain and kill themselves to go get this honey. If you die, you'll never even get high. So what's the point?
If you die, you'll never get high.
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
put that on the
You done
sticker.
died before you could even consume
Because
said
listen,
honey.
I'm gonna lie to you. Like I've always been scared of every type of drug besides marijuana. I'm not gonna lie because that one grows. And I always think if I try crack, I'm gonna die the first time. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna
Well,
decide
what's
not
that?
to.
I mean,
Or like if I snort something, I'm gonna die the first time. Like I'm gonna be the example, y'all. Like so when you say
I
die
never thought
so
I
it's
was gonna
hard,
die, but
that
once I
look,
saw one
look like
crackhead,
that.
I was like, I just don't want to live like that, and that was enough for me.
I mean,
Just
I
like
didn't do that.
opium comes
I
from
just
poppies,
felt like
and
my
those
body
opium
was
heads,
true. That's
are crack. Cocaine is made from a plant, and then they take that and make crack out of it. But
it's
yeah,
true. It's true. It's true. It's all true.
I'm not saying.
It's
I
not
mean,
that I ever wanted to try those things either. I'm just
yeah,
telling you, like I just
yeah, I
felt like
get it.
my body was gonna like I in my mind this stuff was so
Weed
terrible
is the least
that my
processed. Weed is
body
the
was
least
going
processed.
to just give out
Yeah,
the first time. Like,
yeah,
oh, girl, you thought you could handle crack? That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Weed is definitely the least processed because you just pretty much dehydrated or
No,
whatever, and you know what I
I'm
mean.
just
You
saying,
don't do anything
I was
to it. To
scared, literally, for my life with all other ones to even try. Because I'm like, okay, if I try the first time, I'm gonna die, and that's gonna be it. And then
yeah,
I'm dead. And then what am I gonna say? Like, what's my family? They gonna because I went to try crack one time. Stop that! Don't do that. Just don't do it.
these people they kill me all this different stuff they want to try, and they said the Negroes is
It's
getting into
scary.
shrooms. Have fun with that too. I'm not fooling with no shrooms either. I don't know why you want to get something and then you start hallucinating. That's the part I don't get. Why can't you? A regular high ain't enough for you no more. Cause
Well,
it was
listen,
some
I
stuff
don't
that only
know.
white folk were fooling with, not a Negro y'all fooling with no.
They play with their lives more than we do.
I'm
But
good. That's psychedelic. I'm scared I won't never go back. See, I'm crazy enough regular.
yeah,
I
regular
don't,
just like without any outside.
like I'm
And
gonna take this stuff and then I may see something that make me want to kill myself.
is that the same thing though as like see? And I don't know about a lot of stuff. That's why I'll be speaking on it. But like I've heard of people going on retreats, right? And is it more about hallucinating? It's supposed to be about like
You talking about like peyote and stuff where they go to them teepees and be up in them teepees and be
I don't know. Do they be?
oh yeah, they be in there smoking something that causes hallucinogens too.
Oh,
They
they
be up
smoking
in them
some
teepees.
true
It's a
something you
Native
smoke or
American ritual that white people have started doing. They need to leave that alone, and Native Americans need to stop allowing them to do it. They're
so
doing
what
it
they
for
have them
tourist dollars.
get with white people, not with native people?
White people can go pay and do peyote, which is a Native American ritual. And when you go in there, it's real hot in there. They have some fire burning or something. It's almost like a sauna. You go up in there and the damn near dehydrate your ass half to death and you smoke something. I don't know what you be smoking, but it's some kind of plant that smokes. And it gives you makes you hallucinate. And the people, I guess they think they're gonna have some type of awakening or something, enlightenment or something. I don't
They
know what they think.
that's what I thought they was having. I ain't never been.
But see, but I think some people don't understand this. So I firmly believe this. I firmly believe that certain cultures, because of how they were indigenous wise, what I mean is like tribal type, Native Americans were tribal, Africans were tribal things. I feel like those people, it's possible for that to work, but then understand this too. In Native Americans, all the Native Americans didn't take part in that. It was
True.
certain ones. For
But
instance, a spiritual leader, or I hate to say medicine man because that's a bad word for that, but you get what I'm saying.
mhm.
Certain people in the tribe do that, not everybody.
Also, I
Then
think
you
you're right as
take
far as,
some
like
like Caucasians that's
yeah,
not tribal. Y'all don't have those type of rituals, and then you think you're gonna go in there and have some type of enlightenment? Get out of
yeah.
here! Get out of
Yes,
here!
yes. I
That's
think you
crazy.
get to the core of it is that some things are for certain people. Certain people have different connections and gifts, and certain cultures are able to
How
connect
are the people that
different
want to
ways.
destroy the earth think that they're gonna smoke something from the earth and have an enlightenment? The people who want to destroy the earth, how does that work? Get out of here! It doesn't work like that. That's crazy. But the idea that they hadn't thought about it, once again, I'm starting to realize these white people are very dense. You know, you have some good ones out here, but some of these are very dense. I cannot. It's too much. But what was you talking about though? You said the people be doing what now?
Child, I don't know. I thought that you could go to like look at Costa Rica, somewhere
You
Brazil.
probably
I
can.
don't know. And that it would be the Brazilians or the the native people
Mm-hmm.
doing some type of ritual, probably closer to what you're saying because
Mm-hmm.
it's native to them, and maybe they're
Mm-hmm.
inviting certain types of people to come
Mm-hmm.
and experience. But again, I haven't been, so when
They're probably, I'm sure that you could go any whether it's Central America, whether it's Brazil. I'm gonna tell you for a fact. I know in Brazil, so they have, but understand that some of this came over with the slaves, what I'm talking about. But I know the indigenous people probably have their rituals too. But like candomblé and stuff like that, like people call it voodoo and stuff like that, or hoodoo or whatever. But candomblé, all of those they're really religions or spiritual. They vilify them and say that it's demonic. They say that because it's black people, but all that stuff that you see in New Orleans, Haiti, Brazil, all of that stuff is very linked because all of those slaves all came to those areas during colonialization of those areas. So
yes.
all of those religions are related in one way or another, and yes, they have rituals and things to where they can call spirits and different things like this, and I'm sure you probably can pay to go do that. um I don't think I'm interested because see, tourism can become a form of I don't know how to put it, but you get what I'm saying. These people go pay for things that honestly they shouldn't be paying for, and it's kind of exploits different things. You know what
And
I'm saying?
I
Like,
I try to be careful about where I'm learning what from, if that makes sense.
mm,
For instance, when you brought up shrooms, and I was thinking of a whole nother thing probably. But once it gets commercialized, or once too many people start to want to do it, even if you go over there, it's gonna half of the people over there probably gonna be doing it just for the money. It's not gonna be the same type of thing, or they're gonna be giving out secrets that ain't supposed to. Some stuff
mm,
should be gate kept if it's your
mm-hmm,
culture or your spiritual calling or your whatever. Some of
yeah,
that stuff might need to be gate kept, and then maybe you found healing herbs and then people start to using it different ways, or um
mm.
like telling people that it does things that you're not supposed to be doing with
I think at
it.
one point in time, I think maybe the psychedelic mushrooms at one point in time were used for something beneficial other than just getting high. Like they probably were used. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Native Americans might have the key to that, like some of these mushrooms that grow natively in America. I wouldn't be surprised if that knowledge has not been, because so many tribes have been lost.
That's the
But
thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Like, who
maybe
knows
they knew
what
of a
Mr.
way of
Cookie was
using them
for before
properly.
people just started
For
tripping off
but
of it.
these people now, they just taking the mushroom just so they can. Oh, let me just see what happens. Okay. Y'all gonna be laying in the middle of traffic butt naked and don't know why you out there. I'm good. I don't need no felonies, no citations. I don't need to be on the news with my breast swinging. I don't need none of that. None of
Breastplate.
that.
I
Child, that stuff
about
make
no
you.
voodoo in New Orleans this trip. I I saw a couple signs of voodoo something. I don't know. And then I saw some palm
Oh
readers.
yeah, they have plenty. They
Ones
have plenty
either.
voodoo things.
Like Smokey in the chicken coop. Smokey was in that chicken coop. He was in
But
there.
yeah, they got a lot of different voodoo things down there. It's you know,
Believe I think like I always think about Haiti and like how they fought and won and I feel
yeah.
like the spiritual connection definitely has something to do with it. I think people scared of people from Haiti because they still very much have a
Yeah, because
connection
they'll put a
with every
root on you. They'll put a root on you.
they put a
People
foot
scared
on
of
you.
people in New Orleans. And I remember when I came to school, people was the New Orleans people used to play with people. I'm gonna make a little doll. I'm gonna make a doll for you. And
Mhm.
I used to laugh so bad because like I said, and I hate to say it, especially Christians, like because so many black Christians will be like, that's demonic, this, that, and other, and I'll be like, that stuff come from if it's some videos you can watch now of very similar rituals. But what a lot of people don't understand is they only talk about the quote unquote evil part of it. They use Christianity for bad. So, but there are voodoo priests and priestesses that bless things. And one woman told me, she was like,
Right.
that's the majority of what I do is bless. She says, as a matter of fact, if people try to come to me and pay me to do something evil, I won't do it. She said,
Mhm.
yeah, I know some things. And she said, but I don't practice those things. I only will bless things and sage spaces and things of this nature. Like she was like, I don't, or like, spiritual connections with the ancestral realm, you know, I deal with some of that. But she was like making these dolls with these pins and sticking the pins in their eyes and stuff. She was like, I don't do all this stuff. Like, it's something ridiculous. But to think that the people think that that's all it is to it, I'm just like, no, that's not all it is to it. Like,
That's why I say you gotta learn from people. Like I feel like we argue about stuff we don't know. We talk about a lot of stuff we don't know. Like we haven't even asked anyone who practices what that thing is before we
yeah,
start making, you know,
yeah,
thoughts about
yeah,
it, conclusions about it. And I just be open because I'm like, I actually don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to ask someone who practices it before
yeah.
I come to
And
the
that's what
conclusion.
I did. We was walking one day. Everybody else was scared to go in there. I wasn't. I walked right up in there. Everybody else left. Shoot, I got some good information and came on back out. I'm like, I'm just
Mhm.
going in here to talk to
They
the
don't
lady.
know. That's facts. Army chickadee.
You
You
said
did a
you did a
cemetery
similar
too?
a cemetery tour. Did you see anything interesting in the cemetery? New Orleans has so many, and some of them are so big.
I was gonna say I didn't do a cemetery tour, but I've never seen so many cemeteries with such big structures for everybody.
Yeah.
Everything. Like,
Well, they can't bury their people up underground.
okay, that
They
makes
float back up. The
yeah.
water table is too high. So if you
Mhm.
bury people up underground in New Orleans, you come back the next day, they'll be on top of the ground. So when
Mhm.
you see those, but some of that now, some of those structures are not just where the body is. Some of that is, for instance, some people, if their family has enough money, and there's a guy on YouTube that has actually toured really old ones in New Orleans that are so old. So they look like little buildings, and when you go in there, there's a place to put caskets, or almost like how you intern people. Have you ever seen when you go to a cemetery, it's like a wall of they put the casket in there and they seal it in the wall.
Mhm.
It's similar to that, but it's in a little building, but it's just for that family. So it may
Mhm.
hold 5 or 6 caskets, and some of them have gotten so old, like they're hundreds of, like 150 years old. There's no family taking care of it. Child and stuff done. Oh, you can see where the casket done deteriorated away, and it's just bones in there. Well, I'm serious. One, it's the dude on you. It's real crazy to watch. He didn't say what cemetery he was at, but you could tell he was in New Orleans. But yeah, they have to bury above. But like when you just bury one person, you just have that one. That's why it's raised up because
Mhm. Mhm.
the bodies won't stay down, but bodies will float.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, and then like I said, some of them just they people had money or whatever, and they have those huge. They look like monuments almost. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to say statue, but you know what I mean, like big old crosses, but they're huge. But yeah, I remember after so when Bayou Classic went back to New Orleans in '06, we went back and before we left, we like drove through the Ninth Ward and through all of that stuff, and we drove through this cemetery, and it was absolutely huge. I had never seen it's so much concrete and so much like the monuments and where you can put the flowers and different little gated off areas for certain families and
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff. It was very interesting to
It
see like
was
up
very
close.
interesting.
Yeah. It's so different. I think everybody should see it because it's not a lot of places where the cemeteries look that different. Most
Mm-mm.
places you just see headstones or whatever, but in New Orleans it's way different.
It
And I'm
was,
sure it's that way anywhere where it's a lot of water. Like I
yeah.
wonder sometimes can they bury in Galveston? Can they bury in Galveston? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Cause there is a lot of because they had to raise Galveston when it flooded that time. Yeah, that's been 100 years ago, but still they had to raise Galveston. So I wonder, can they bury on? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm about to look that up.
What's up? The Godmother music. What's up? Um, let me see. Reading Ritual by Malidoma song for this class I'm in, and it's so spiritual. People don't get it. Very spiritual. What is this one of the Nubia classes, or is this something else? Or is this a class elsewhere? Y'all know Army Chickadee Forever Learning. We found it informative. We didn't run into anything scary. They opened the tomb up and bury a family on top of a past relative. Interesting.
Mhm.
My ex-girlfriend left me for this really. You know what?
Mm.
So how you enjoying your Nubia class, Army Chickadee? Aisha, did you see this come in?
I see it.
And then the godmother music, don't be laughing. You know we be cutting up in here. We be cutting up in Aisha, did you know about I'm sure you know about Nubia.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Army Chickadee be fair, but I'm gonna have to get on it, Army Chickadee. I'm gonna have to take me some I'm gonna have to take some more classes on there.
What
I be
class you in right now? I still ain't replanted them
and
seeds.
you say you ain't replanted. I planted
I
rutabagas
just had
right
a
before it
birthday.
rained.
Birthday. Then I'm gonna get back to regular life.
I planted rutabagas right before it rained. I planted onions
Oh, right
and
to
I planted. Oh, you made it in the rites of passage class. The first one. Girl, I know y'all been learning some stuff.
Oh, I know that's good.
Yeah, the rites of passage is exclusive. Everybody couldn't get up in there. Um,
Week four
child,
today.
let me block this. Let me report you.
Oh,
Oh Lord. Okay, then I'm gonna block you because I don't care about you lusting over your girlfriend's side piece.
very
Okay.
unfortunate.
Week four, week four today, and it's so how many weeks is it? 6. I'm gonna try to be in that next cohort. I'm gonna try to be in that next cohort, Army Chickadee. Yeah, I snoozed on that one. I snoozed on oh, it's 10 weeks. Okay, okay. So you almost halfway through. It's one class a week. How many classes a week is it?
10. Oh, 10 weeks.
It's 10. I think she says 10 weeks.
I was like, oh, 10 classes a week sound like a lot. That can't be what she's saying.
But I also was gonna ask when they get through with the course, how many honorary degrees do you get? Aisha, how did your promo shoot go? Did everything come out?
Yes, I need to start posting my promos on here too. But it went well. So I met with Stramango. She plays saxophone and she produces her own music and sings and all that, and she DJs and stuff. So she gonna be the entertainment for the night. And then another artist named Dame Fam is gonna join her. They have the song called New Day, which is gonna be like the last little song that we played, kind of like the Can't You Feel a Brand New Day. It's their own song, but to me, it got the same vibe. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be nice if y'all could end it with that. So I just did a shoot with them, like introducing themselves and inviting people to the event. Tickets are on sale now if you're in Houston. Get your tickets. Buy black.
All
I've
right,
been
y'all, y'all.
talking about boycotting this and that. I'm like, find you some black owned businesses to,
Exactly.
shop with, keep them going, and they will keep you going. So yeah, y'all check it out. I will do some posts about it on here and on my other channel, which I haven't posted anything on my other channel. But this week I finally mapped out what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple weeks. Now that I'm almost done with the planning of the event, I can get more into like making jewelry for it. I'm gonna be making like bangles and some of my popular items, but then I'm gonna do some like new. Of course, I got to do new stuff. I have to like get creative and try new stuff out and all that. The tickets are $25. The first 25 people to purchase their tickets get 2 free glasses of wine when you come. We're having black owned wine at a black owned venue. All the vendors are black. Our musicians are black. I'm actually looking for a black printing company to do our program. So, like, whatever I can find black to be involved will be involved. And we just got a new sponsor.
If you don't find somebody local, I know somebody. I'm sure they'll mail them. I don't know how what the extra cost is. You probably will end up finding somebody local, but if you don't find nobody local in a pinch, I know a black dude that he been had a printing business for 20 some years.
Oh, yeah, send me his info because even if not for this one, I got a farmer's market coming up next year that I'm working on too. So, and that one's
And
going to
like I
be
said, when it
a lot
comes to
more
stuff like
like
that, at
lab
least
salons.
you can put it in the mail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
awesome. When and where is this? This is going to be November 29th. So it is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Normally, this is the biggest shopping weekend of the year for most people. A lot of people shop Black Friday. A lot of people shop Cyber Monday. And I'm trying to make it a Black Saturday instead of spending all your money with these big box stores on Black Friday. They do not appreciate us. They do not love us. And they actually invest in this system that is crumbling in front of us and definitely working against us. So I'm trying to just kind of funnel that shopping energy and funnel those dollars to local, excellent Black owned businesses that have great service and great product as well. And we're also going to be opening up for businesses to get an ad space in our programs because customers will be able to take their programs with them. So it'll have everything that we're going to do that day. And then it's also going to have a list of our vendors, a list of our sponsors, and then it'll have ads for Black owned businesses that you can patronize later on as well. So, yeah, it's on Small Business Saturday. I thought that would be a great time for us to connect with some Black businesses that we can continue to shop with throughout the year, even if you just met them that one time. We're gonna try to build relationships at this event, and that way, like you'll know where to go for like deodorant, or even something as small as like the stuff that you put in your car. I know a lady that makes natural car fresheners, and she's Black. You could just start getting your car fresheners from a Black lady. That'll make a difference.
Exactly.
She prints. It's Black owned in Georgia. I'm gonna screenshot that. Cause you don't have to be local Black
I'll
owned.
send it to you, Army Chickadee. But yeah, it sounds like it's coming together, and I think it's gonna be a great event.
It's gonna be so much fun, first of all, and it's the Wiz theme. I don't know if I said that, but I love the Wiz, y'all, and it's gonna be so fun. Like I picked the "We've Got to Be Seen Green" because it's very much like circulating the black dollar. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like we're gonna be seeing green. We strengthening our community. No matter what's going on around us, we can focus and be intentional with our purpose and our dollars and send it back into our communities. Cause I think that's why they bomb Black Wall Street. Like, cause that's our strength is to continue to patronize each other, even bartering with each other. If you know a black person that got a skill or got some food that you're not growing, like now is really the time to start strengthening those types of relationships, I feel like.
girl, tell me about it because I ran into somebody in the store, and black people is just so. I don't even know if they notice how much they do this stuff. I ran into somebody. I've been knowing him for years, and he asked me. First of all, the last time I seen him, because I probably haven't seen him in 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. But the last time I seen him, he asked me. Well, he's been past my house before and knows that I grow fruits and vegetables and stuff. And last time I saw him, he was like, "I'm gonna have to stop by there and buy some stuff from you." I said, "Okay." I ain't heard from him. Which I mean, don't bother me none. But then I see him again, and he was like, "Have you ever thought about selling at the farmers market?" And I get so tired of telling people I'm not against farmers markets, but the particular farmers market local to me, I feel like it's not for your everyday, ordinary person. I feel
Mm,
like they price, lower income families out of fresh foods. And the way they do it is if you sell at our farmers markets, you have to pay for a booth, and then the amount of money you have to and then you have to agree to be there every single weekend during the growing season. If you miss a weekend, they
mm,
penalize you and charge you even more money. And so, therefore, by the time they get to charge you this booth fee and all this, you have to mark your stuff up so high that people who probably need fresh foods can't afford it. That's why when you go to our farmers market, all you see is well-to-do white
mm,
people. That's the main people you see. You see a couple of black people, and you don't hardly see no poor people, black, white, Hispanic, whatever. You don't see no because them the people who
can't
need
afford it.
the fresh food. So
I also feel
I
like
told him,
I
and he looked at
black
me
white
crazy. I said,
people
"I'll put
are
a,
seeing
I
now. Like I have the food now. I'm just not at the farmers market. So it's like, am I even gonna get that support if I go through the trouble of paying for the booth and stuff like that? Like if you know me now and you're not purchasing from me now, that's a whole nother overhead on top of you. You
And I get his point what he's saying, but my thing is he looked at me crazy when he asked me about that farmers market. I said I put a table in my front yard and sell stuff before I go to the farmers market. And he just kind of looked. I said sometimes we have to stop thinking that we need some of these people and places and things to market our stuff. I said it's enough cars drive by my house on a daily basis that people stop and ask me, do I sell stuff? I'm blessed enough to live on a street that's trafficked enough
mm-hmm.
to where I don't, and then not only that, why would I go to where I have to, if I have to sell a bundle of greens for $10 a bundle, we already know who's buying that. Versus
Mm-hmm.
if I stand out in my yard, I can sell a whole Walmart sack full of greens for $10. You see what I'm saying? A person could get way more for the same amount of money. I told him my ministry is not going to go sit up at the farmer's market. Now, more power to people who farmer's market is better done than ours. I brought this up to them before, and their rebuttal to me was is we take SNAP benefits. Yeah, you take SNAP benefits, but look how much this stuff costs.
Stretch
People
is
trying to make their money stretch.
yeah. They're
They don't
gentrified,
care nothing about that.
or the one that I'm used to going to. That's like if you live in Houston, the one that's on Airline, it's normally Mexicans there, but now they have like all this different signage, and now they're putting like restaurants over there and stuff. You can tell it's very different, and it's getting like gentrified. And even near there, you can see where they're building new housing and stuff like that, like and the shopping, the people shopping there are starting to look different. But I've been trying to remember to go to the black ones anyway, but at the black ones here anyway, like we have the Acres Homes Farmers Market, we have the Freemantown Farmers Market, they don't have a lot of produce. And so that's what's kind of tough, is that if you go into the farmers market to really get you some fruits and veggies, like they will have some, but obviously, you got to start somewhere. So it's not a lot right now. But hopefully my farmers market will have a lot next year. I'm trying to find like a lot of black owned farms to participate. And then my thing is like when you come to an event, if you can connect with the business, not just at the event, but know who to call.
Hmm.
This is your meat man. Like since the last farmers market, a bunch of my friends be like, "Girl, I need to call the meat man to get me another." That's what I want, is for you to like meet and connect with this business, and they become a part of your like core need network. Like when I need some beef, I know who to call, whether Randall's is closed or Randall's prices are crazy, or there's a recall. Like I just said the other day, one of my friends was like, "Girl, they got a recall on the eggs." I said, "What
Yeah,
is?"
Georgia Peachnut, baby, she been had plenty videos with the recall. She did the fur recall, did the expanded recall on the eggs. There's some shrimp, radioactive shrimps. I guess the shrimps, I don't know what they doing. Radioactive. I
Forget
guess
about
they glow in the dark. I don't know what the
the
shrimp do.
Lord.
But yeah, Miss Gail keep you up to date on the updates now. She gonna, but yeah, I knew about the eggs. I went and bought some eggs yesterday, and before I bought them, I had to double check.
Check a
Uh,
recall.
but you know what? I didn't buy but 6 eggs because I done run into this lady, and I didn't know she had chicken. She just told me she had chicken, and I told that lady, I said, "Well, I didn't buy but 6 eggs." I said, "When these eggs run out, I'm gonna get my eggs from you because I know your eggs ain't recall."
See, and there's a girl that works with my husband, and she has eggs. So sometimes we get eggs from her when we need some. But I have the quail now
The
too,
quail.
and my new quail just started laying eggs. I got more eggs than cartons right now. I want to try to see if I can them. I've seen people do like pickle.
Wait a minute. Go on. You may can them, and there's something you can think about. But there's a. Have you heard about when you put them in is it lime? Sweet Tomato
Oh,
Vine Homestead
they
did it.
call water
When you
glass.
put it in, yeah. And
I'm gonna
she
try
did
that.
it with her chicken eggs, and she kept those eggs. I forget how many months, 6 months, 12 months, or something. And she got them suckers out of that, open them up, and you. She said they taste fresh, just like she just got them out the chicken coop.
And
So
see,
she
I need to start
proved that it
doing
can be
something
done,
about
and she
that.
showed how to do it.
And I heard that
But
they don't pay as many during the winter sometimes, right? So that'd be good.
yeah, that's why
That's
she was
something.
doing it because her chickens lay a lot at one part of the year, and in the winter they kind of slow down, if not stop. Some people chickens stop.
Probably depend on the sunlight because I know they need
It's
the sunlight.
sunlight, and then I wonder sometimes the breed, yeah, water glass. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
But
Okay. I'll try that.
yeah, she said it worked good. and
I'm,
and and, and it, the process was not hard either. She showed how to do it. It was real simple. Once you get what you need, because you need pickling lime. I think that's what you need, pickling lime, I think, and
mhm.
water. I think that was it. But watch her video or
I,
find a video on YouTube to see how to do it. Because that's how she learned how to do it. She saw somebody on YouTube doing it, and she decided to try it.
it's somebody else that I watch that does that too. Hi, Solomon. Thanks
Oh,
for
hey,
joining.
Solomon, I didn't even see them. But But yeah, girl, it's so many. I said that's a good way to preserve, and you don't need refrigeration for that. Cause she
And that
put them in whatever jar she put them in, and she
barrel.
put them in her pantry.
Yeah, ever since barrel, I'll be like, what can I do that's not in the fridge?
Yeah,
Cause baby Barrett got me traumatized, child. All
When
my
I tell
little
you, I've been harvesting peppers like it's going out of style.
really, I'm about to hang some peppers. My little ahi pineapple that I showed you, they've been producing a lot. I'm gonna try to hang them like I do my cayennes to dry in the laundry room, and then see if I can powder them. I'm hoping they're thin enough. They look thin enough to dry before they mold.
They probably are. Yeah, they probably are because the wall on them is not too thick.
You
Because
can't
usually
tell
the
what
ones
the
that mold are the ones with the fleshier walls. Cause
like
like
the
sweet
crushed
tarts,
pizza
you
where
can
you can
dry
do
sweet
it.
tarts, but you have to. I find you have to cut just a little slit in them, so
Oh,
that
okay.
and then if you cut that little slit in them, you can still hang them, and they'll dehydrate, but they won't mold. If you try to dry them suckers without a slit in them, they'll mold on you every single time,
Oh,
cause their
okay.
walls are kind of thick. Whereas cayennes don't do that, but you know cayennes that's a thin.
That's what it's for, kind of.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Cause they'll dry. I didn't know they would dry up on the plant so fast. I went out there, caught myself harvesting 2 or 3 of them was already dried up. I said, well, I guess I make pepper powder.
I know
Cause
I
I
have.
got a bunch of
I guess
sweet
I'm gonna
tarts
say.
out there dehydrating. I'm gonna make pepper powder out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Make a bunch of pepper
Grew
powder.
any sweet peppers this year, y'all. I literally thought some of them, like sweet tart. First of all, you the one that told me those were spicy. What's the problem with these names of these plants, guys? I'm the we be
I'm gonna
calling
have to
stuff
send
red
you
when it's
some
purple. We call stuff
I'm gonna have
sweet
to
when
send you
it's
some of
spicy.
these LaRouge seeds. It's a sweet pepper. Um
Okay, maybe
I'm gonna
that.
send you some. I'm gonna send you some. It makes a good sized pepper, and it's a sweet pepper. Like it's the LaRouge pepper is like a red bell pepper, but they say it has none of the bitterness. You know how
Mm.
sometimes bell peppers can have, especially where that vein is, it has a little bit of bitterness. They say these don't, and I've tasted them. I haven't tasted any bitterness. They're very good. They're very sweet. But you can harvest some green. You can harvest some red, but I like them, and they're more productive than a regular bell pepper. I find I get more peppers on them. Like
I
one
tried
plant may have 6 or 7
the
peppers on one plant.
I tried the elephant ear pepper. That one was hot too when I tasted it. I recorded a video. I'm gonna post it. I tasted like 3 peppers.
Elephant ear. I've never heard of that.
And it's in my green stock, so I think they're smaller than they're supposed to be. They're
Okay.
supposed to get big, but it was spicy, and I was like, I definitely thought you were gonna be sweet. It's a
Uh-huh.
pretty, but it's not sweet. And then what else? Okay, Corbasi peppers. I still have to taste that. When I just got 2 of those, I'll let y'all know if those are sweet. But other than that, everything is spicy. The ahi pineapple, they're good spicy, but spicy. I grew
Spicy.
sriracha peppers, the sugar rush peach peppers,
Spicy.
um, spicy. Everything spicy.
Yeah.
Everything. I grew cayennes on purpose, spicy.
Yeah.
Um, and my scotch bonnet is just getting shaded out by that big old tomato over there. I didn't know the tomato was gonna do all that. So I let go of the scotch bonnet because the tomato was just doing what it's gonna do. Like there's no stuff in my garden just do what it wanna do half the time. They
Did
don't
I
come to
send?
the
I
garden
don't.
or nothing. Every year I'll be like, somebody skipped a meeting every month. Like,
Did I send you any of them seasoning pepper seeds? Or I
huh?
didn't send you none.
What's the name of it? Seasoning pepper?
No, one of them was arroz con pollo, and one of them was ají dulce.
I think you sent me a rose compolio. I can check right now. Because I have my suitcases out. I'm planting seeds today.
But yeah, if you grow, well, I mean, those have a little spice, but they don't have a lot of spice. Those do. But I'll definitely send you some LaRue so you can have a sweet pepper. That one is sweet. It's not, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. It's a bell pepper, more or less.
Oh, I got Creola Stella.
That's hot.
Uh,
I mean, it ain't super hot, but it's hot.
yeah. Okay, let me see. I might have two. Two different. Oh, fish peppers.
That's hot.
I think I planted the fish peppers too, but they didn't survive. So I'm gonna plant some more um next year. Let me see. Okay, ají dulce.
Yeah, that's one of them. The seasoning pepper.
Okay.
It's a little spicy. It's not real spicy. It's got more flavor than spice, but it is a little. But if you cook with it, it mellows out. Like if you were to cook with it, your food ain't gonna be like burning you up, but it's gonna have good flavor.
What about Pippins? Pippins golden
That's
honey?
sweet. That's sweet. That's
Okay.
sweet.
I think I tried
That's
to
why it's
plant.
called golden honey, cause like it's a you they turn a golden orange color and they sweet like honey. They
I
I
hope you
like
got
them.
that one correctly this time.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Because the
Yeah.
sweet hot pepper don't say spicy.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah.
Just want to be clear. I don't know about the accuracy of these names. Um, no, everything else is hot. I got Scotch bonnet.
Yeah, that's
And
definitely hot.
what's this? This is a
Cause I
okay. I
think going
saved seeds from a Carmen pepper, but I don't even know if that's a hybrid. I'm gonna try to plant it anyway because I know some of the hybrids they still grow. You just might not get the exact pepper that you planted, but I might get a pepper that I like. So
yeah,
this
you
one
might
is
I know going forward, Pippin's Golden Honey and La Rouge for my sweet peppers. Yeah, going forward,
good
one or
tree.
both of them is gonna get grown because they're
Uh,
both productive, and I like the flavor of both of them.
Have you
And I
grown?
want to grow enough to be able to like put some back.
Me too. Have you grown the Marconi pepper?
I got seeds from Marconi. Have never grown it. I need to grow it and see how it is.
Me too.
If you know what a Marconi looks like,
It's
that's
like
what yeah, it's like red, kind of big pepper. That's what the La Rouge. It looks very similar to a Marconi. I'm gonna be honest and tell you, I would not be surprised if La Rouge and Marconi are actually the same pepper, but
mm,
you know how they do they? Cause see, I bought the La Rouge pepper from the grocery store, and they'll name things different in the store, and then you could get those seeds, but it's not the same name. I wouldn't
mm,
be surprised if that's the same pepper, to be honest with you.
hmm.
Because when I seen it in the store, I said, "What are these Marconis?" And then
The
the
Carmen pepper
label
is
said
like
La Rouge.
I think I got the Carmen pepper as a plant start, and then I
Mm,
saved the seeds. But that one looks like those two. It looks like a Marconi pepper
yeah, I've
too.
seen pictures
And I
of them.
tried to grow some grocery store peppers that were like a long, but I think I like
Long,
nematodes, y'all. Now
maybe
that
it's
I've
possible.
been teaching about the nematodes, I said, "Shit, is this curly leaf? Is this a nematode?" But also somebody is eating. Y'all saw how the I don't know if it's a locust or what is eating everything.
She say it's
Just leave
Bible
it.
times out here.
It's the plague on my garden. They eating all my stuff. And then the damn mice that ate my sweet potatoes 2 years in a row, y'all.
Wait,
Oh,
you
I didn't
done
post the video yet.
um the mice. Why?
They are horrible. And it's a family of them. Like I seen one, y'all, I seen one. Me and my daughter went outside. He runs to the grate, but he don't even leave the yard. I'm like, I see you still in there. Like, so I throw a stick, like, get out of here. And he finally runs out of the yard. I'm like, they think they live here. And it's crazy
Look,
because
they
Will,
got
I
a mansion. They
a
got a
hawk.
mansion somewhere. They got something built somewhere. They done built them something out of popsicle sticks somewhere in the
And they
yard.
are coming here every day, like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then there's like a hawk thing or I don't know what it is. Is it a falcon? It's something that sometimes, like if we come out early and look out the door, I will see it sitting on the quail coop, like looking at them. He can't eat them. He can't get in there, but he be looking. But I'm like, you need to look
It's
for the
probably
mice.
it's how big is it?
It's big.
It's probably a hawk. If it's
It's I
big,
think
big,
it's a hawk.
hawks
It's
are bigger
a
than
hawk.
falcons.
Why they don't
Falcons,
eat the mice though? You in my yard?
well, do y'all see? So a hawk will not swoop down to get something if they don't have a clear line of sight. I think your fruit trees kind of throws its. You get what I'm saying?
You
So
sitting on the quail coop. You are now in the
that's
garden.
true, but I think they like to swoop from like way up high. Like if you ever seen a hawk, they swoop down like from 20 feet. I mean, maybe he can get it. I don't know. Maybe he don't want no rats. Maybe there ain't enough food. It ain't enough meat on the bone.
He
Them
can't have my
quails look more appetizing.
the
How
quail
you
is
say he
looking
be sitting
like
there
you can't
looking
get
at them?
him
I
food.
wonder, maybe he be talking to him. Maybe he be saying, y'all want to get out of there? I'm going to figure out how to work this latch. I'm going to let y'all out. We brethren. Maybe that's what it is.
Bamboozle they behind out there and then
Yeah, and then pick their brains out.
they better start.
I don't know what's going on. But yeah, ain't no telling what that is. It could be either one. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's a bird of prey. Whatever it is.
He definitely thinks they look delicious. He definitely be out there in the morning.
He
Like
be licking his beak.
the kids be like, Mom, something
That
out
bird
there.
that
That's
mama,
why
there go that bird.
I'm like, you test it out the coop. Make it sure it's suitable because that's what I'm looking for. Like you should be able to come and look and grab right quick. So far they still all right.
That's wild.
But when you grow food, that I think that's probably one of the number one lessons is please don't think you growing food just for you. Like once you start growing food, somebody else is finding your garden, whether it's a worm or a mouse or even wasps. Like I got a big old wasp nest in my tree. I think they're used to me because I come out and water every morning. They don't bother me. We got a healthy respect for one another, but also like that thing is getting too big to be in my garden. So they gonna have to relocate somewhere. No, they know they live there, Aisha. Then they're busy. No, they do live here. They do live here, and I'm aware. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with myself. Before we went to New Orleans, I put some traps out, and not one trap, every trap was tripped, but there was no mouse. Not in
Them
one trap.
rats. Let me tell you, when you go in the house, it's like Ratatouille outside. You ever seen that movie? How them rats was being? They be around there talking and eating and walking and carrying on they had. That's where it be in your yard when you leave. Every kind of rat. They got chefs. They bathing with the loopers. They
We
doing
got
all kind of stuff.
customers out here. They ain't coming up,
Hmm.
you know. Yeah.
That's a
They're
trip.
like, Daddy ain't out here. He don't half give a damn.
I
Bees
didn't
were
know that about bees.
for her. Perhaps wasps do.
Hmm. And they
Perhaps.
can recognize your. I wonder. Well, I guess they recognize your face, and they probably. I guess they say, "Well, that's not a threat. We see them all the time."
That's what I think. Cause I walk right up under. Actually, the wasp nest was there before I knew it was there. So that's why I was like, oh, like by the time I knew it was there, I had been walking up under there like for a
Like,
long
oh,
time. I was like, oh
that's
shit.
where
Because
you
little
guys
bees, they
originate
would have been,
from.
yeah, they would have been did something to me as like
Yeah,
how like every morning I'm up under there. So
it
they must
tickles me how wasps can be on a nest. At least I've seen this happen. It's happened to me before. They be on a nest, and then when you get close to them, all of them look like they turn and look at you. And honey, our bags right on back.
like I see me, you see me. So
I'm
I'm
like, I see you and you see me and we see we. So I'm gonna go over here.
and we absolutely
Yeah.
getting out of there.
Cause when all them wasps turned and looked at me, I said, uh-oh. It's
They
like
looking,
they
I'm
threat
looking.
threat targeted. I'm like,
Or they say, or they analyzing like, what you finna do next?
Yeah.
Just so
Baby, I
we.
went on. It was those little paper wasps. It was some little bitty, but I wasn't finna play with them because they sting just like any other wasp.
Then the one I got stung by. That little gold.
Please don't see the color red. Okay.
That one stung.
Oh, some of that time in that deal.
That was
Yeah, them
that was
wasps.
a wasp.
Is that what it was? Yeah, they'll tag you. Wasps will tag
Hurt.
you. It don't
It,
matter what it is. Yellow jackets, hornets, paper wasps. It don't matter. The only ones I know that look like that don't bite is dirt dogs. Dirt dogs, they don't sting. They don't even have no sting.
oh really?
Yeah, them the only ones. All the rest of them suckers, to my knowledge, they sting. Guinea wasp, all them different ones. And
Yeah.
they can sting your butt over and over too. That's what I don't like about them.
Woo-wee, because in that deal, I definitely didn't just get stung once. It definitely was a twofer. It was like a
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll tag your ass. Tap tap. They'll tap you right quick.
Woo.
They ain't like honeybees. Honeybees will think twice before. Now if they
What
feel
the
like
cat?
the hive is in threat, a honeybee out here will get you. But they die once they sting you. So they do think
They
about it
protect you
before
with it.
they, yeah, because they know their life gonna be over. I got
Yeah.
stung by a bee one time, and it was only because I didn't know he was on me. He was on my shirt, and my arm was raised, and I put my arm down, and when I trapped him, he stung me.
Mm.
Baby, and you could tell he was, when he got off, he was dying. He was
Mm.
down on the ground. I was like, oh Lord. Then I had to pull his little stinger out. It was a mess.
Mm. Sorry, y'all. You and him. Y'all ain't deserve that.
I know. I was like, dog, I wasn't trying to go through all of this. I wasn't even trying to even know you was here. Why
Ain't
did
trying.
you land on me? I think I did have some perfume on. I was at a football game actually when that happened. I wasn't even at home.
Mm. Probably smelled like a flower.
Yeah, I did. I had on some perfume that had some, as it says, floral note. But yeah, but I'm glad y'all had a good time and y'all made it back. And
Me too. It was fun. Oh, we went to a black owned bookstore called Baldwin and Co.
okay,
It had a lot of like James Baldwin books. It had a lot of books anyway, but it was nice. There's some more stuff I definitely would want to do when I go back with a little more time, or even just having a schedule and knowing how to move around now that I've been there. Um, because like walking is nice, but also you sweating while you walking. For my,
how hot was it when y'all went?
it was still pretty hot.
I figured it don't. If it's November, December, it can get, because the water. It can get cool there, cause like when they have storms that blow off that water. One time we went to Bayou Classic and it was real rainy and windy. Oh my God, it was bitterly cold, bitterly, but it's because of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
No,
yeah,
it's warm. Even at night, it was still warm.
yeah, it probably was muggy as hell.
Mm-hmm. And it rained
Um,
a little bit one night.
mm, yeah, they get a fair amount of rain. Um, most people that go into New Orleans usually don't have the water like that. They just, because there's so much water around them, they get a decent amount of rain. Um, but yeah, next time y'all have to go check out Dookie Chase's, and that's a restaurant, and it's a there's a it's a Senegalese. Is it Senegalese? I think so. It's a Senegalese restaurant. I'm gonna have to email you the video of the chick. It's a black chef and everything. I think it's owned by a black person. Dookie Chase is on. Her grandson is, Leah died, but her grandson is running that. That's been run by black people forever. Because during the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King and them used to come eat there.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's the two restaurants the next time I go that I'm definitely gonna hit. There's another restaurant that specializes in po' boys. Now, I ain't gonna lie, they not owned by by black people, but they say the food is really good. But I definitely want to hit that Senegalese spot, and I want to hit the Dookie Chases as well.
Mhm. Mhm. We have some good food. Um, what else? I'm trying to think. Some places we randomly went into. Oh, a place called Mambo's. Their food was really good. Their shrimp Creole was like so good to me. I was like,
I
we
can
gotta come
imagine.
back and get some to go for the kids. We brought the kids home beignets. They were a little deflated, but they still liked
Yeah,
them.
they still probably was all right.
Yeah. And then we bought a few like little sample foods for them. A lot of places have like where you can do a sample like gumbo, red beans and rice, etouffee, jambalaya, or something like that. So
Yeah.
place a lot of those. And they're different from place to place. I would like to go back and eat not so much in the tourist areas because I do think sometimes people change their food in those areas to appeal
Yeah,
to the
to
people
appeal to
coming
the
there.
masses.
And I wanna know, like, what y'all grandma eat.
Yeah, that's
You
why I
know?
want to go to Dookie Chases because she was Creole and she used to people try to say Cajun and Creole is the same. It's not. And she was very ardent in making sure that people knew what Creole food was. And her
Mm,
grandson has held true to that since she passed. The menu, to my understanding, has not changed. It's still the same menu. But yeah, and it's traditional Creole food. It's not all this watered down or whatever people think whatever is. And just like that Senegalese restaurant, when I saw the chef of that restaurant, the guy is from Senegal, I believe. The chef. Now the owner is not Senegalese. He's black, but he's not Senegalese. But the chef is from Senegal, and the sous chef is a black woman. And it's authentic. It's not
mhm,
watered down. And they have traditional, jollof and stuff. West African dishes. And the fish looks so amazing though, like snapper and stuff that they have. It looked amazing because Senegal has a lot of seafood because of the water.
mhm.
So,
So they know how
but
to
it
cook.
looked absolutely amazing. But I'm like you, yeah, I'm not really into all that watered down stuff. Let me get but that's usually what I look for. It's restaurants that the locals go to. If it's
Mhm.
places that tourists go to,
Not so much.
no. Been there, done that. You can just go to Popeyes if you want to go. Like if you go to Popeyes. Which don't get me wrong, Popeyes in New Orleans is better, but it's still Popeyes. Like
I definitely didn't go to Popeyes in New Orleans, so I wouldn't
I'm gonna
know.
tell you the only thing I would ever tell people to get at Popeyes if they went to New Orleans. All of their food is better in New Orleans, but the dirty rice, if you eat the dirty rice, you would think you was at somebody's house. That's
Mm,
what I found to be odd, cause like people from New Orleans told me that, and I didn't believe them. I said that Popeyes ain't no better. Somebody brought me some. They was like, "You said it wasn't no better in New Orleans. Taste this dirty rice." And when I taste, I said, "I know this didn't come from Popeyes." Because usually when you get dirty rice at Popeyes, it's really not even good. You can make better dirty rice at the house. Like,
mhm,
but in New Orleans now, it really do taste like at home. And I
mm.
was like, "Oh, but I'm not telling. I still when I go to New Orleans, I ain't going on Popeyes.
Still not gonna
I'm
do
not.
it, but it's good
No,
to
I'm
know.
not going. Popeyes. No,
That's just not what we in New Orleans for.
nah, if you don't went that far, now it'd be different if I lived in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Want a quick snack, but
Yeah.
I'm actually visiting. No, but I don't do that. It doesn't matter where I visit. If I visit somewhere, I'm not going to just eat the. You know, that's what I been meaning to ask you. Have you ever heard? Have you ever had cream burger in Houston? They claim it's so good. That's a black woman.
Where? Okay, I'll look it up.
Cream. It's called cream burger, like ice cream.
Mm,
Cream, cream burger. It's a little hole in the wall. By the way, she take cash only. So when you go over there, have your cash. She don't take
okay.
nothing else.
Okay.
But they I've been seeing people. It's apparently been open for a very long time. It's an old establishment. I think they said it opened in the 50s or the 60s or something like that. But they've been raving about them burgers, saying how good they are. But it's been there a long time.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, it's in Houston somewhere. Don't give me the line about where it's at. It looked
I,
like it's over there by us though. I know that much. When they show around in the neighborhood, I said it's just where the Negroes stay.
sound
But
like she's
yeah, it's
good burgers.
it look it, they
You know
showed a
how
picture of
to
them.
eat.
They look good. They look
And
good.
we ain't gonna
And
keep going back if the food ain't good. You sure
and
ain't gonna
then
be
they
from
sell
the 60s if your food ain't good.
exactly. And it's been those I think it's two sisters. I think they're sisters, but I know they're black ladies. And if they didn't start it, their parents started it and now they're running it. But I think they've been working in it for like, since they was very young. If they didn't start it, they parents started and they started working in it as kids. But
Mm.
I had been seeing that for, like I said, when I go to Houston, it's a bunch of stuff I want to try. You heard about, girl, the turkey leg hut saga will never stop. Did you hear about the wife? You heard
I
about the
know about
wife?
turkey leg hut. When you said girl, I said,
Did you
oh
hear
shit.
about the wife though?
And
And
I thought
somebody
she
they beat that person, beat them within an inch of their life. This just
kidnapped
happened.
him, didn't they?
They what?
They kidnapped him.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, let me tell you.
Okay, now see, long time
It's
ago, somebody said they
like
knew
people.
Lynn. They knew the dude from back in the day, and somebody told me because
The husband,
he had been in jail for a long time. The guy,
the husband
and
had set somebody a place on fire. You seen that?
yeah, it was his place. He set his daiquiri place on fire. I think he was trying to get the insurance money.
That was somebody else's place that he had beef with.
Oh,
Or
was it?
connected.
Wasn't that the daiquiri hut? Wasn't it called hut too? That was his. He had more than one business down there. The daiquiri place was apparently across the street from the
So
turkey leg
Trump
hut or not far.
put his
That was
own place
his,
on
and I
fire.
think they said he set it afire for the insurance. I think that's with the child. But don't give me the line. He been a criminal, cause but girl, he been a criminal because he had been to the penitentiary before. Because they say back in the day, people that knew him back in the day, I think he was selling drugs before. I think that's what he went to jail for way back in the day. But they say when him and that woman was together before, they said she like a certain lifestyle and she likes dope dealers or whatever. And all while he was in jail, all that money he had made, she took that money and opened a turkey leg hut and all this. And then he got out and cause see, I kept wondering. I get it, you have a restaurant, but how do you have this money for all of these cars?
I
Like,
don't understand why. I don't get it.
and
I thought the
then
wife had a
when
baby
they
child
fell
who just
out,
divorced. I know this girl that used to work for them, and she was like, they needed a divorce. Like working for them was so tumultuous. Like we would be all in their business, and I'm just a manager at the turkey leg. And I was like, damn. So I thought the woman had
see,
made
it
it out.
pissed
I
me
thought
off
maybe
because
she
I
realized
didn't get a
he
chance to get the
was
food before it fell off because they said the food fell off after a point. They said the food good when it opened. Then they said it fell off. But it's another man doing turkey legs in Houston. Girl, I'm gonna have to get you the name because it's a chick in Houston. She's steadily going to all of these different places and be eating. And she done showed the turkey legs. He do turkey legs and he do loaded baked potatoes. Girl.
okay.
He do a surf and turf potato, got steak and shrimps, and I wish you could see all the stuff on there. I
That's
think
not.
it's $16, but the plate be running over. Can't even close it. You know the styrofoam can't even get it closed. That's how much food be down in there. But yeah,
Mm.
but I think it's called Lil Mo's. It's called Lil Mo's. He got like a food truck or something. He ain't got no just building. It's like a food truck. But it be lined. He be lined. The people be lined up to get the food, raving about the food.
Nice.
But yeah, but that with his wife, I said, oh, so she was a low key a criminal too then. But
Yeah. I realized
birds
because
of a
I
feather.
found out. I was like, oh, maybe he was a criminal. She realized because they got divorced and stuff.
Yeah,
Child,
I
they
thought she was gonna get away from that, but then when I seen that she was tied up in this other mess, I said, so she a criminal too.
just was some criminals that found each other and fell
Well,
in love.
birds of a feather, because like I said, when you like a certain lifestyle, and it seems like they like a very, very, very lavish lifestyle, and to a point, I don't see how it was sustainable. Like the more I would see him with these cars, and I'm like, how the hell can he afford all this? This barn, and we having this done, and we having that done, and my wife and her Harley, that Harley she had after he had decked it out was a $200,000 motorcycle. I'm like,
Damn.
child. And he never would say how he was kept making on like they selling that many turkey legs. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But I kind of feel bad because it seemed like he was trying to help that area where that business was. Because apparently that was historically black businesses or something over there where it
Mhm.
was. And he said he was trying to revitalize it because a lot of it was basically not much over there.
Yeah, Turkey Leg Hut, if I'm not mistaken, that was down the street from my high school.
Yeah, he said he was trying to revitalize it, but great job, sir. Great job. And he was making such a big deal because remember when they was making a big deal about the smoke, the
Mhm.
businesses down there was talking about the smoke and stuff and all this, and he was making on like they was targeting him and this, that, and the other. They probably low key knew something we didn't know. They
Mhm.
blamed it on the smoke and the barbecue pits, but they knew something we didn't know. They probably saw some backdoor deals going on, or you back there hollering at your wife and slamming her head down in the barbecue pit.
Okay. I hear you got that
Girl.
balance.
But yeah, I just hate that for them. I hate that. But they doing it to themselves though.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was gonna say. They definitely had the potential to just do well in the city. That was all
but
their
when
own.
the food fell off, so what was why did y'all let the food see that let me know something.
That's
Y'all
what I'm
got
saying.
all that
Like
publicity,
y'all
had
could have
them
kept the
lines wrapped
quality,
around all around Houston trying to get to the turkey leg hut, and y'all to let the food go down.
and people from out of town would go to the turkey leg
Yeah,
hut.
I
Like
wanted to
it
come
just
and
came
get some
to
of
the
the
point
food.
where most people from out of town would be at the turkey leg hut more than local people would be. So, like I said, they had the potential to do very well. Like if you would have kept that quality of food and that mess out your life.
I
'Cause
think
it
he
just
got
was
greedy.
a lot
I
of
think
mess.
he
There's a
got
lot of mess
greedy.
in the business too, like, for people who work there.
I think he got greedy and he probably changed quality of food, quality of chef or whatever. Because I don't think he was cooking that. I don't think.
I don't
But
know.
I could be wrong. I don't know. He
If
may
he's
have been
why that would make no sense for the quality to change, unless he cooked it and stopped cooking it and didn't teach his people.
the way that Negro was making all those videos, he was making, I feel like if he was cooking it at one point in time, he quit cooking it. And somebody else started cooking it and he did not train
Yeah.
them appropriately.
Quality
Because
control.
like I said, the way they got to a point where they said he sometimes he wouldn't even be there.
Mhm.
But
I mean, which when you own a business, you should get it to that point sometime. Like, you don't want it to run off of you forever. You should
exactly.
make it where you can go on vacation or, tap somebody.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah,
Girl,
Turkey Leg Hut is permanently closed.
they'll be all right. I'm just glad
Right?
I found out before I went over there and wasted my little money. Cause I sure was going. I said, "Ooh, next time I go to Houston, let me put this on the list." That got scratched off the list real quick. That got scratched clean off.
I think a lot of these places, not even just big places, they're like acting like the big places, whereas they're not keeping the same quality of service, quality of food and stuff, and they're just expecting you to just come back and spend your money, and people are not doing that. Especially when everyone's getting more tight for cash. Like, we're gonna be even more careful with who we spend our money with.
You ain't
And
never lied.
like, I'm not spending money with you and you don't give me good service or you don't give me good food. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care if you're black.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna want what I want. Same as that black business that had that TV show where the
Oh,
son went to prison, mama something. Oh,
but
what was
sweetie
that?
pie, sweet pie, sweet pie. I
Was it
knew
the
exactly what
prison
you were talking
or
about. As
the
soon as she
son?
said, "Let me tell you something." Look. I love Miss Robbie. Miss Robbie raised two criminals because you know her other son was locked up. The
Mm,
one who Tim killed his nephew. That was his brother's son. His brother was locked up. Not trying to be funny, Miss Robbie. I don't know what you was doing, but you raised two criminals. Two of them. You two for two, baby. You need to sit down. That was
2 for 2.
ridiculous.
That's
And the
strong.
idea that she just could not see, I don't know how you overlook all that. But I guess, but I don't have children, so I ain't want to talk. But I don't know.
Well, people know their children more than everybody else.
They should. If you paying attention, lead me to believe. Are you paying attention? Maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you
Maybe.
just feeding them and clothing them, but you're not watching. You're not. Oh, he got a little streak in him, or he got. Oh, he like to steal, or he like to. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Tim had a
They
way by him. He
could
had
see the
gotten too much by her
from
restaurant.
them.
I want to open another one, open another one, open another one. What you doing with all this money, bro? What you doing with all this money? He had gotten a little too much into that money for me. Like I
Mhm.
know you want to be prosperous, but you can't even really. You got stuff on the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. You can't run all this. And
Yeah,
then
how
it take my friend. My friend from St. Louis said the food tastes like cafeteria food. She said she couldn't understand how the lady was staying in business. She said that food, because I asked her when she told me she was from St. Louis, I said, "Girl, you ever been to Sweetie Pie?" She said, "Girl, yeah, cafeteria food." I said, "Are you serious?" She said that food ain't that good. I was like, "Oh, so when I go to St. Louis, okay, let me scratch you off the list." Because I
that's
have lists, you know what I'm
sad.
saying, of these places. And I'm like,
And thank you for telling me because I don't want to spend my money and have to find out
But you know,
that
they
way.
closed. She closed. All of Sweetie Pies are closed now. After he went to jail, that last one that was open, her flagship, she closed. I reached out to Turkey Legs when I saw him on, how she call him Turkey Legs? When I saw him on Rolling, I wanted to know if they're interested in doing franchising. Girl, what was the answer? No.
Can he respond?
That's what I wonder. When I tell you Army Chickadee be on it, you have to watch her because she has so many irons in the fire. She have more irons.
I love that. I mean, people be connected, baby.
Baby, she
Add
don't
her to
hesitate
the
at
street.
all. She be like, let me send an email.
Okay. Let me get up on this.
Army Chickadee be on the main line. She be on the main line. Girl, they was making them turkey that like that turkey leg. Oh, he said at some point, well, you're gonna be franchising at the local penitentiaries the
I
rate
bet
he
you
going.
that influencer's probably changed since then.
But the specifically the turkey leg that was like kind of like for the holidays. It was a turkey leg with dressing and all. Girl, that looks so good. Like, and I have to admit, I'm a turkey leg girl now.
Me
Cause ain't
too.
nothing like going to the fair getting you a good old smoked turkey leg.
I love me a good turkey leg.
But yeah, that's hilarious though. Said she reached out to turkey legs.
I could tell by your face we about to talk about turkey leg. Cause I said, Lord, they something else. They
I
is
couldn't
Houston fans
believe that when
for
that
the
came
whole
across
fan.
that news article, and I'm like, kidnapping and beating. What? And then it's like, then it was her new boyfriend or something. So you like these criminals. You into that. Girl.
Yeah, I thought she had separated from it. Like, okay,
Got
girl, you
away from that
don't stand
criminal
up.
lifestyle. But I remember somebody saying that back in the day that she knew about his past and that's what attracted her to him. I'm starting. Oh, but chickadee foolish. You need to tell them. I'm a veteran. Please stop texting me.
I don't have no response for that.
Um,
I don't know what to say.
but and I'm gonna ask y'all this question: Do y'all get those? Do y'all get those ads on y'all YouTube videos where it's those blatant lies where they talking about everybody gonna get tax cuts and like just it's a political ad, but they're blatantly lying in the ad. I'm so sick of that. I want them
Mhm.
to quit showing me that. Like if y'all think I'm stupid enough to buy that, you're crazy as I don't know what.
I've seen them. Sorry, y'all. Yeah.
I think Ted Cruz last time he was running asked me for some money. Ted Cruz asked me for some money. Greg Abbott's not crazy. Well, I don't know. Now that they selling your information, like your phone numbers and stuff, it's no telling who
Oh,
all
it's
can
so
text you
many.
now.
So many. I'll be blocking on a daily basis. I'll be like,
Hmm.
block. Don't text me. Block. The one in the bar
The one
serving.
in the bar serving beer with ice in it. Yeah, the ads be a fool. What you got planned for the rest of the day, Aisha?
Work. I
Yeah,
gotta
cause
eat
I'm getting ready to get up from here and go to the grocery store here in a minute.
and
I got a
food.
couple of items I want to pick up before the week start, and then I'm gonna be good on food for a little bit because I done did some meal planning. I done wrote me out some menus. I'm not playing. I have
Yeah.
to stay on task.
So just trying to plan out the. We got soccer on Monday, Wednesdays, book club on Mondays, science on Wednesdays. So today is my day to get my mind right and try to do some extra preparation for posting and stuff. I got like 1 month until my event. So everything is work,
Okay.
work, school, and jewelry. This is the first time I'm actually gonna have my jewelry sold at one of my events. So I don't know why I had
Okay.
to rush to do both, plan the event and also have a booth. But pray for me, everybody.
She said, "What about Jasmine running for Senate if they get rid of her
Her
district?"
district.
The last thing I heard from Jasmine regarding that was she said she was gonna consult her constituents more or less. I do get texts and emails from Jasmine. Now I don't mind hers. She don't blow you up. She respectful. Um, I don't mind her. I don't mind her running for senate. It doesn't. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter where Jasmine is. She's going to do the work. She's one of those people. She's gonna do the work. Jolanda is running now for Senate House of some. She's not running for that. She's running for something federal now.
Mhm.
Since they did that redistricting in Houston. So Jolanda's another one. She's gonna do the work. It doesn't matter where she is. She's going to do the work. Even though, and I find it interesting. I need Yolanda to coach the other people in her age demographic because though she does not look it, Yolanda is 60 something. She's 60.
Really? I don't think
I
I
think she is
read
now. She may be in her early 60s, but yes, ma'am, she's at least 60. Because she
that.
said her age one time, and my jaw hit the floor. But she takes care of herself though. She used to be a track runner and things of this nature, so she takes care of herself. But and
Make
she also talks
don't take
about her
you
diet and how it's a lot of stuff she try to eat right and drink a lot of water and things like
Mhm.
that. But anyway, but yeah, Jolanda needs to talk to some of these other 60 something year olds and explain to them how they need to be more because she does not behave like a 60 something year old because she's old enough. I think her son and me are close in age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has a grown son that's also an attorney. They have a firm together in Houston somewhere, and he's closer to my age. But cause I had no clue that that lady was old enough to be my mama. So
Me
yeah,
neither. Mhm.
yeah, she's. But like I said, Steve, we just need more people that's gonna actually do the work and not bow down to these people and pass the buck and just all of these different things. We have a few, but we need so much more, and they need to run off these people like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, and it's a bunch of old people that's just in there for the money. They need to run them off.
And they
These
get to
people,
stay so long. They be
And with
so
me
old.
paying they with us that's paying tax dollars, paying their health care and things of this nature. Y'all
Mhm.
seen Mitch McConnell
When
fall
they
in the middle of the
nobody even
floor?
have care.
Here the race is packed enough. Is it a lot of people running there? I know Virginia, that black woman, she made a fool out of herself. Okay, 18, District 18, is that what they changed it to?
Who made a fool of themselves?
That woman who was running for the governor of Virginia, that black woman, she was running as a Republican. She made a fool out of herself on so many occasions. It was unreal.
Mm.
Unreal. I mean, she was just saying statements that were foolish. They would ask her, did she agree with Trump on certain things? We're here to talk about the issues that matter. The people told her this do matter to us. How you
Yeah.
gonna tell your constituents what matter to them? They want to know if you agree with that foolishness. Just like Trump has forever pissed me off with. You seen how they took them backhoes through the White House and tore up
No.
all that stuff? Girl, don't go look at the pictures, because if you know the history like I know it, black people built that building. That's why he don't give. I mean, just took Trump is so stupid. He wants to build some type of ballroom, and they showed it where the backhoes just destroying. I don't know what part of the White House that is. Ripping the historic windows out, the wall, just tearing it wide open, tearing it
Mm.
wide open.
Uh,
And he talking about he gonna put a ballroom over there. The people already making jokes talking about he ain't putting no ballroom right there. That's gonna be a tunnel to Russia so that Putin can. Girl, they clowning so damn bad. They clowning. They got all kind of little memes and cartoons talking about what it's really gonna be. It's not gonna be no ballroom like what he's saying.
mm,
They
mm,
clowning. It has 16 candidates in the race.
mm.
Yeah, she might need to run for something. I mean, well, here she probably still gonna win though. That's the thing. But if they found 16 people to run for that, why don't see that? See, that's where strategy is off. They need to strategize. If you can find 16 people willing to run for that, some of those people need to run. Some of those people need to run in other capacities. You see what I'm saying? Because there are plenty things locally and federally we need people to run for. We don't need 16 people all running for that same something. See, that lets me know you all haven't had any meetings. Y'all need to have some meetings. Like, I wish we could find 16 people where I'm at to run for something. These people don't want to run for nothing. They'll let
Mm.
the city go to hell in a handbasket. They really will. Is Isaiah Martin running for the same thing Jolanda running for? Isaiah Martin, that name sounds familiar to me. But it's so many people. Oh, okay, they running for the same. I'm gonna have to read up on him. I don't know that much about Isaiah. I don't know that much about Isaiah. But all this mess is a cluster of bleep.
It's so
It's
much.
all a cluster be bleep. Child.
So he just announced his campaign for Congress. Can you rush a donation?
Sure can't.
I cannot, but I can learn more about you. Possibly share
Baby,
something.
these people come in here. These people come in here with these crazy. Read this comment. Read this. You could at least spell it right if you was going. You know what I'm saying? You can't even spell. You come in here with the foolishness and can't even spell.
I
That's what kills
wanna
me
know
about.
what you mean by this. I don't want to know what you mean by this.
Oh, Jesus.
This Isaiah Martin. Let me turn my screen.
He's not bad looking. How old is he? He looks young. I think I'm turning into a cougar.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I don't know. DYNs. DYNs. Did you hear about a candidate in Maine running against Susan? Susan who? B. Anthony Collins. No, I didn't hear about it. How you get tickled because I said Susan B. Anthony? Army Chickadee say, yeah, that's him.
I
No,
was
what
trying to look
about
for his
Army Chickadee?
age.
Army Chickadee, I'm gonna need you to call me every morning with the updates on the news. Because I'm clearly behind. I'm behind. Army Chickadee know everything.
Says he's tackled
See,
pressing
you see the
issues such as
further, now
camping
let me
fun.
report you, because you went to a whole nother level. I'm gonna report you and then I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna let people know before I.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to read about this man.
Oh yeah, he talking about he gonna get that removed. Now, for the record, I did see the tattoo. It's a skull and crossbones. From afar, it do kind of look like a swastika. Now, let me say this. I
Wait,
need
who got
people.
the nasty tattoo?
It's a white man. His name is Colin. No, 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 no. Yeah, Collins. His name is Collins. And he got it. He said he got it when he was in the military. Now, let me say this: military people are more. They know more. Cause see, I've seen lots of military personnel, and they have certain tattoos. And when I see, like, if I see 6 or 7 army people and they all have a similar tattoo, that has a significance to y'all. Because it's not a coincidence that y'all don't know each other. All of y'all was in the army and y'all all have this similar tattoo. And I've seen that skull and crossbone on some army, because I think he was in the army, but anyway, I've seen that. I don't know what that mean, but it do from afar look like a swastika. He said he gonna have it removed. I think it, but I guess you be young and you just be getting stuff tattooed on you. I guess you don't even think about.
Army Chickadee said he proud of it if he walking around with it, his chest out. That's my thing. It's like
He had a
there's
picture he
no way
did
you
recently.
can't
He was
know
on the
certain
beach.
stuff.
He was on the beach with his shirt all off, ain't got nobody muscles, got a dad
Cause
bod. He
you
was
think of
all on the
covering it
beach.
up on your own. Don't cover it up. Stand.
Manafee Jones and I forget the other lady, Amanda Edwards.
Bernie
Oh,
Sanders.
Bernie is supporting the swastika man. Well, this is my question. Who is he running against? I do know that the swastika man is a Democrat. Who are he running against? Because maybe we can stand on swastika neck and make him do right. Well, not do right, but you get what I'm saying. Because as
Probably.
I have to tell people all the time, Kennedy and them didn't want to, like, LBJ didn't want to sign none of them acts. He didn't want to sign none of that shit. What
Yeah.
happened was the people threatened to tear the fucking country up. That's what happened every time. They threatened to tear George
Link.
Floyd. Why these people start making moves? Cause we threatened to tear the country down. When you threaten to tear something, you put your knee on their neck.
Yeah.
If I was the people in Maine, I'd vote for the ex-governor of Maine. Okay. Susan Collins. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Susan Collins is who he's running against. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest and tell you, I don't know a bunch about Maine's governors. My thoughts on Maine was always this: it's a reason why it ain't but 3 folks in Maine, 3 black folks. That was always my thought. I'm not trying to be funny. It tells me something when your state is lily white, which I ain't gonna lie, it gets so cold up there. It's hard to get Negroes to want to go up there, cause I can't be putting on fur coats, putting on 6 fur coats. I ain't built for that.
I feel that.
That's why Montana is not. Montana is a beautiful state, but the animals are too large and the snow get too deep. I'm not interested. I'll go
Is his
visit and
name
come
Graham
back.
Plattner?
Who?
Graham Plattner?
That sounds right. That sounds like him with the SWAT sticker. That sounds right. Cause I read the article. You see him with his little dad bod, the tattoo on his chest.
Let me see the images. See it. I'm sure the images on Google ain't gonna show the tattoo on his chest. Probably, I probably have to look up what is the controversy about his tattoo just to see it.
Yeah, he claimed he's talking about I'm finna go get it removed. And you can't get no tattoo removed in one setting. You have to go to three or four or five uh things because they laser it, it get lighter each time. That's another reason why if I can't be serious about what I'm getting tattooed, I don't, that's why I don't even have any tattoos, just FYI. Not because I'm against them per se, but because I never really settled on something that I felt like, okay, I would be okay with this being on my body for the rest of my life. I never really found anything where I felt like later on, if you're gonna want to have that taken out, because you know your feelings change. You never know, you age and you never know you may, because like I said, I'm not against tattoos. I thought about having my mama's name put on me one time. Now, but that I would my feelings about her would never change. So I probably
Right.
would keep that. But but child, some of these
But
people
he
they go
already
get stuff.
covered it up.
He said he was gonna have it removed. That's what he said. Now is he wearing makeup when he go to the beach now? He put makeup on his nipples. Oh,
This
there you go there. That's what he's talking about right there.
this
Go back. Go. It looked like a skull and crossbone when I saw it.
that's why I
Cause
said did he
cause
already
they
cover
saying
it
it
up?
looked like a swatch sticker. Okay, now did I see a edited picture?
But see, that's what
But
I'm saying.
that doesn't look like
Google is not gonna right away show you the right pictures, I feel like, if they want you to like him, like, for instance,
yeah.
Google black teenagers, it ain't the same as when you Google white teenagers, you know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah.
put in
Cause
specific
see, you see
stuff.
that picture right there where it's a skull and crossbones. That's more reminiscent of what I saw on his chest in the article that I saw. It was closer to looking like that.
Maybe this
That
is
what
what
they show him holding his shirt up. That looks like some kind of heart, or I don't know what that is.
yeah. Maybe he covered it up, but this what is this that he done covered it up with?
I don't know. My thing is, where was you at that you took your clothes off? They say he a secret Nazi. That's hilarious.
Mm,
Well, he got himself in that hot water with that mess. Keep your clothes on. Would nobody know about that? Stop posting this naked dad bod on social media
I guess that's
with
what it.
nobody else. So they trying to say that's the same thing.
Mm. But
Because
whatever.
if you look at the picture above that, see the picture above. Now, don't that look like skull and crossbones to you?
Yeah.
See, that's what I saw.
I think this one
Now I
too.
don't know which one
The
is the real
original.
tattoo.
Maybe I should say
Or
original.
oh, I see what you saying. They trying to say he had another tattoo. He had it covered. He had another tattoo put over it. But
Yeah.
what is what he had put over it? What is that? What does that mean?
That's what I'm saying. What is that? What is this? That's the new
What
one?
is it? It look crazy. It don't even look like nothing.
They don't even want to show me the original tattoo on here. Clearly.
Army
I'm just like
Chickadee
it on
says she
TikTok.
think that's the edited version. Me too. Is that Susan Collins? That's what she look like. The blonde headed woman.
Oh, I
I mean,
guess so.
I'm asking Army Chickadee because Army Chickadee own it, honey. Yeah, but these people, these elections are coming and so much is going on.
Oh, that's the ex governor. Yeah, I don't know about this man tattoo, but
Maybe he went ahead and maybe he did have it tattooed over.
whatever
Cause
this is.
that's faster than having it removed. But
Yeah.
my thing is, why did you? Well, see, did they quote him properly? Because my thing is, if you said you were going to have it removed, when in essence you was going to go have it covered, why didn't you just say I'm going to have it covered? You see what I'm saying? Once again, back to
Right.
the accuracy of what people say.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the ex-governor. Okay, I got you.
People don't be accurate. They just say anything, and I'll be like,
They be
no, that's
saying
not
anything, and
what
then they wonder why I be lost, and I play crazy right with them. I be so lost, I don't even care.
you
I
said.
play just as crazy.
It's not what you said.
Exactly. But that's
We'll get
wild.
vote if you can.
Or at least try to be informed of
Or
what's
to be informed. Spread
yeah.
the word. Whatever good news you done heard, spread it.
Do yeah. But y'all, I believe Aisha got some work to do. And I got some grocery shopping to do.
I do.
But we definitely enjoyed y'all. Well, I know I did. I don't want to speak for Aisha, but
I did. I'm so happy to be back. I missed y'all
yes.
2 whole weeks.
She's
That's a long time for
she's
me.
back. Yeah, that was the people was asking about you. The people was asking about
I
you.
missed y'all. Thank you. And I caught up on the lives that I wasn't in. They were quite entertaining.
Child, there was so much going on in them lives.
I enjoyed
I
it
need not be left unattended.
because I was laughing and commenting, child.
I say, Lord, I done wrote what else? I had to go back and realize because on one of them days I went live more, you know what I'm saying? I had two or three segments.
You was on a random live on a random day. One day I said that wasn't even on a Sunday. You weren't playing,
Girl.
baby.
But
Look,
yeah,
I love that. So we'll be back next
will
week
next
on
week.
the Divas channel, and eventually I will learn to StreamYard. Maybe by the next time we come on my channel, I will try to do StreamYard.
Yeah,
And
we gonna do a tutorial.
I'm good with a tutorial. If I could prepare ahead of time, I'm gonna be ready, baby, when it's time.
Aisha going to class. But until next time, I guess we'll see y'all next week. Y'all enjoy. Um, feel free to share the live and have fun with y'all. Good to see you again, Aisha. Glad you back.
You too. Thank you. If then come to my event. Thank you. Tell your friends.
Your event, what's the date again?
November 29th. We've got
Okay,
to be
so we got a little time. Little time. So y'all get y'all tickets.
get y'all tickets.
Yeah. Oh, you did you saw Army Chickadee said she gonna buy one and you can donate that ticket.
Armin Chickadee, I didn't see that, but I will
Yeah.
email you or email me.
Yeah, she said she was gonna buy so you can donate so that you can do that kind of is yeah, she purchased it. You can that can be like a giveaway or something.
I love
That you
that.
can yeah, that'll help you with some of your promo stuff.
Yes. Every little bit counts.
It does. It does. And we appreciate you, Army Chickadee, as usual. You
Thank you
have a
for the
blessed week too,
support.
Shay.
You too, Shay. Thank you for joining. Shay, I gotta get with you too because I need some plant starts. I definitely don't mind spending with you or cash apping or trading or something rather than going to
She
um
got them.
the nursery. So let's get together because I need to get out in my garden. And I don't know if I have time to baby. I'm still gonna plant seeds, but I don't think I have time to baby all the
She
seeds to replant
she
everything.
got them. They good size. They good looking plant. She got them. She had a table full. I'm sitting in my head like, where she gonna plant all this?
Bless me. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
y'all get together and
community.
get them plants.
Yes, community. Amen. But y'all be good. Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you, Diva. You always blessing us with some
I tried my best.
some knowledge and some comedy to go with it.
All right, y'all. We will see y'all later.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.